So, well,
Well, back here at Charles Head Stadium, it's interesting. The high school is actually about 3 miles away from here, and so but they kept the football field in the same spot. Nick Brown, is that correct?
So we went to the wrong high stadium today. You and I didn't. Carswell did, and interesting talking to their assistant principal. And I will tell you, the school's been very helpful for all that we do, and they actually. The old school was here. They built a new school, and they kept the varsity stadium here. They practice at the high school, and they bus Alvarado buses over here on game night. But they would like to take what we have here and put it back at the high school. They have a new baseball field that has been completed. They're working on a new gymnasium. And so then the ultimate plans would be for if we ever come back this way, we might actually be in the right place where Carswell had us a little earlier. But an excellent job of driving, but great facilities here in Alvarado. And again, if you listen to the pregame show, Jared Ball has told you that over and over. In Texas, you play playoff games at neutral sites.
Back after this for kickoff, you're listening to Bearcat Football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
We mastered the sip, and now we've perfected the bite. Get a Smoothie King smoothie and loaded toast for $9.99. Deliciously satisfying and packed with the good stuff.
Smoothie King's got the toast.
Calling Bearcat Nation. This is Bill Hogan at CenturyNext Bank. Here we love our Bearcats, and we know there's no team like our home team. Remember, when you bank with us, you bank with locals. And that's a win for our community. Go Bearcats. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Buddy Turja. And I'm Greg Turja. For the last 41 years, you've stood by us, and we're proud to stand by you. Your support is what fuels our commitment to Ruston and Lincoln Parish.
So let's rally together this season and show our Bearcats the support they deserve.
And from all of us at Turja's Rentals, good luck this season, Bearcats.
And hey, enjoy the game.
Need extra space? Whether you're moving, downsizing, or just clearing the clutter, Premier Storage is here to help. Customers can easily check in and receive their lock from the kiosk anytime, day or night, or online at premierstoragerustin.com. Gated access and on-site security features so you can store with confidence. Premier Storage, safe, secure, close to home. Reserve your unit today.
Life is a workout, so make it a good one. Fuel your body with what it needs at Smoothie King. A delicious meal packed with energy, protein, and power.
Firmly founded in 1936, Pierce Lumber has been your go-to for quality building parts in Ruston and North Louisiana. Located on 1032 Burgessville Road, we carry tools from DeWalt, Milwaukee, Senco, and Ego Power Tools. We're your home for locally sourced lumber and quality building parts. As well as being your local supplier for Benjamin Moore Paint, we offer
to start here tonight. And so let's go down to Toby with the Southern States equipment called to the sidelines. Toby, Rustin obviously wanting to come out here and establish some defensive dominance to get started here tonight.
Yeah, and that's what, Coach Ball had talked about, Kyle, early. Midland Lee's got a really good offense, so I think, he's really wanting to see what our defense can do. But, man, what great weather. We're finally in jeans weather. We're in a really good – this is a cow town, Alvarado, Texas. This isn't one of those towns that they moved to Dallas. Dallas moved this way, so they've been really good to us, and I'm looking forward to it.
Ruston High School tonight is wearing the gray uniforms, and honestly, it's a look that I really like. It's solid gray, top and bottom, red numerals trimmed with white and red on the shoulder pads, and then up the side of the pants, and then the red Ruston helmet with the white Ruston R emblazoned on the side. Midland Lee Legacy is in white uniforms with maroon numbers. And so it was Midland Legacy last year when it was a neutral site game. They have changed the name back to Midland Lee. It does not go official until next season, but they do already have the Lee on the side of the helmet. That was something that was voted on by the school district, and so they're going back to what their old moniker was. And so again, it will be Midland Lee with the Rebels starting tonight, getting the kickoff to get their offense going first.
Hey, real quick, I want to tell you, Kyle, I don't know if you covered it already, but we're playing really Texas Interscholastic School rules, which is the same as college football. Now, that could present trouble for the Bearcats because, number one, a kick that goes into the end zone can be returned. Number two, if Midland kicks the ball into the end zone,
now
it's not just an automatic given. So I know that our coaches have stressed that with them, but we are technically the home team, but it's a Fort Worth officiating crew, and we're playing by Texas rules.
So back to return, Nick Moore and Harlem Brown standing at their own 5-yard line. And Joaquin Ramos has it teed up at the 40. The whistles blow, and week 4 is officially underway. Ramos will kick this, and this will get to the 3-yard line. It will take a hop, little confusion, and Moore fields it. And Moore breaks to the 10, makes a move, and he'll be tackled right at the 15-yard line. That looks like Charles Scott for the Bearcats on defense, getting that first tackle on special teams. First down and 10 at the 16-yard line to start the first drive of the night. Our first quarter is brought to you by Jim Taylor Ford, and our booth tonight is sponsored by Wood Marine at 600 East Georgia in Ruston. Go see Jody Wood to get a new boat or to keep your boat serviced.
Leave Holt Hunt in on the tackle with special teams as well. Kyle, love the gray uniforms out in Midland, against Midland.
So the quarterback, J.P. Reyes, the junior, will line up in the shotgun formation. He'll take the snap, drops back to throw. Nice swing pass is caught. And tackled behind the line of scrimmage is Caden Ellis. That was Jaden Anding on the tackle. And Ellis will lose 4 yards on the play. It'll be second down and long.
Going to be an up-tempo game out of the Rebels.
Reyes back to throw again. Goes over the middle, intercepted, and a pick six just the same way it started last season. And that is, it's number 9. I think that's 8. Jaden Anding gets the first tackle of the night, and then an interception returned for a touchdown. And just like that, the Bearcats take the lead. He picked that off in traffic and returned it for about 17 yards into the end zone. So Rustin gets the first strike. That was we'll go down to Toby Nations for Southern States equipment call to the sideline. Looked like a little bit of a lazy throw by Reyes, and Jaden Anding was right place, right time.
Yeah, you could see Anding close that distance really fast and kind of took the ball away from him to get the Rustin the first score of the game. But what a great way to start the game, Kyle.
Ramos's point after is up. It's good. And with 11:29 to go here in the first quarter, brought to you by Robert Temple State Farm, Rustin leads 7-0. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Bearcat Football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Around here, family is more than just a last name. It's who you show up for. For generations, the Compton family and Arclitex Windows and Doors has stood by this community with honesty, hard work, and a handshake you can trust. Because every window we design, every door we assemble, isn't just about your house. It's about your home. Family owned, community rooted, Arclitex Windows and Doors, a family business built for your family.
Bayou Kubota is a proud sponsor of Bearcat football and a loyal member of the Bearcat Football Club. Visit Bayou Kubota.
Ford, the Bearcats with a pick six by Jaden Anding, and for a Smoothie King scoring drive, that's about the best that you could ask for. A very easy touchdown, and the offense doesn't even have to take to the field.
All right, do you remember who returned pick six last year versus Midland.
Zarek Hill.
That is correct.
And Zarek Hill is a Louisiana Tech Bulldog now.
He is, and they're going to be in Texas this week as well, taking on the Miners of El Paso.
They've got a little farther to drive than we do, or than we did today, rather. And so Ramos will kick it off again. And this one will be fielded at the 1-yard line. And Moore just kind of flips it to Brown, and Brown can't get past maybe the 17-yard line. So it'll be almost the exact same starting field position here, 1st and 10 for the Rebels on their own 17.
Charles Scott in on the tackle for the Bearcats, Kyle.
So our first quarter is brought to you by Jim Taylor Ford. I want to say thanks to Lanyap Animal Health Clinic for the starting lineups tonight. And here in the Wood Marine broadcast booth, and we've kind of we've run this in the ground, but it's worth saying again. Beautiful night for high school football. Shotgun formation. Reyes loses the snap over his head. Fields it. Fires downfield. Incomplete. Nobody in the vicinity. That was a dangerous play.
Now, it's amazing because I counted, and it's 4 hours and 58 minutes for Midland to get to Alvarado. It's 4 hours and some change, 4 hours and 10 minutes. So we're actually closer, but they've really circled this game. But this up-tempo not working well for the Rebels early going.
Shotgun formation. It'll be a handoff up the middle, and that is to Hayes Ham. Not much room for Ham. He'll lose a couple on the play, and it will be 3rd down and 12.
Now, if you'll notice, Kyle, a lot of guys going to rotate in and out to go against this up-tempo offense of the Rebels.
Another shotgun set. Reyes back to throw. Looking downfield, he'll swing it wide to the right. Caught by Ham. Ham makes a good move and gets the first down to the 30, shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. That was Keelan Davis recording the tackle on the play. It'll be 1st and 10 Rebels at their own 35. That was a great gain of almost 20 yards. And another bobbled snap. Reyes falls on it wisely, and he's going to lose a chunk of yards, about 7 or 8 it looks like. 2nd down and a mile coming up for the Rebels.
Kyle, Midland looks uncomfortable going up-tempo, but they feel like that's their best chance to beat the Bearcats, that and putting the ball through the air.
Reyes back to throw. He's going to be pressured, and Rakeem Potts will bring him down for a loss on the play.
Rakeem the Dream does not disappoint. Got through virtually untouched, Kyle, for the sack.
3rd down, 26 to go. Ball at the 19-yard line. Ham stands next to Reyes. Reyes in the gun, takes the snap, just a simple draw. Ham has some space, but not enough. That's a good tackle on the play. Trendon Moore makes it for the Bearcats, and it will be 4th down and long. And now the special teams will come out for the Rebels. And back to return, sophomore sensation Dalen Powell, standing almost at midfield to try to return this punt for the Bearcats and keep this electric atmosphere going for this Ruston quote-unquote home crowd tonight, 4.5 hours away from the Hoss. Punt is up. Not a good punt at all. This is going to take a hop at the 30-yard line and bounce all the way backwards. This punt is going to lose yards.
Now, here's what's crazy. Everyone was running off the field. There was an opportunity, Kyle. The Bearcats could have picked that punt up and ran it in for a touchdown. And by the way, I counted, while you were asking, I was so quiet, you wanted me to talk. I counted the number of Alvarado fans over on the other side. Excuse me, the Midland fans that had made the trip to Alvarado. How many did I count?
45.
81. I believe the Bearcats have more people here making the trip to Alvarado than Midland.
Let's take a Southern States equipment call to the sidelines. Toby Nations, not a great punt for this Rebel special team.
No, I mean, at first I thought they were going to block it, but I've never seen a punt go 30 yards backwards in favor of the Bearcats.
It's 1st and 10, the first trip inside the red zone for the Bearcat offense tonight. This is also the first play for the Bearcat offense tonight. 1st and 10 at the Midland Legacy 13. I formation. Hartwell with a receiver to the far side. 2 tight end set, takes the snap, hands it off to Powell. Powell rumbles forward, gets a yard maybe on the play. That was good defensive pursuit by the Rebel defense. 2nd down and 9 coming up for the Bearcats.
Nick Moore in on the tackle for the Rebels.
So 2nd down and 9. Ball at the Midland 13-yard line. Same setup, except Josiah Morgan is lined up to the near side now. 2 tight end set in the I. Lander Smith, the fullback. Hartwell takes the snap with 5 seconds on the play clock. Hand off to Powell. Powell again up the middle. Looking at the punt yardage while we have a chance here, I believe that punt went, I think it was -7 yards. Not often that you hear that.
No, you don't. We had a neighbor growing up in Jackson, Alabama that punted for the Jackson High School Aggies, and he had a negative punt, and it was a rough week at church for him after that.
3rd down and 6. Bearcats have it at the Rebel 9. Hand off to Smith. Smith up the middle, gets the 1st down. 1st and goal inside the 2. Great rush by Lander Smith.
Let's go down to Toby, see what he sees out of that offensive line on this drive.
Well, I mean, what you're seeing right now is Midland, they're in a 4-man front. The games that I've watched usually been in a 3-man, so Rustin's getting a good push.
And they let Lander Smith finish the play that he started, got into the end zone for the score. Bearcats up 13-0. 7:49 to go here in the Jim Taylor Ford first quarter. On the Robert Temple State Farm scoreboard, Joaquin Ramos can put Rustin up 14-0 with his extra point attempt.
Ramos was an Aaron's ace last week, Kyle.
Rightfully so. Snap, hold, kick is up. No shock here, it's good. Rustin 14, Midland Legacy nothing. Back after this. This is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Bayou Kubota is a proud sponsor of Bearcat football and a loyal member of the Bearcat Football Club. Visit Bayou Kubota for all your tractor and farm equipment needs. Bayou Kubota, service with a purpose in Ruston, Bossier City, and Monroe.
Headquartered in Ruston, Louisiana, HGA is a full-service project management and engineering services firm providing professional services to clients throughout the U.S. and overseas. HGA builds long-term client relationships by listening to clients, leveraging the experience of its professional team, and delivering on its commitments. HGA is a proud supporter of the Bearcat football program.
On the campus of Alvarado Junior High, the high school has been built a few miles away from here, and as Nick Brown said in the pregame show, it was a little bit confusing at first. We went over to the high school. We saw a football stadium, but we knew it wasn't a football stadium.
It was funny. We pulled up and Carswell goes, man, this is a small stadium.
That Smoothie King scoring drive for the Bearcats. That was seven plays for 17 yards, capped off by a 2-yard touchdown run by Lander Smith, and another poor return for the Rebels. It'll be 1st down and 10.
Okay, one of the early differences, sorry to interrupt you, they just don't have the team speed that the Bearcats do, and you see that. They tried to do a little trick play. They handed it off one time, but that time just really nothing on that one.
So 1st down and 10, ball at the 12-yard line. Bearcats already up 14-0 here in the Jim Taylor Ford first quarter. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to each side. Reyes back to throw. He's got some time. Good throw right over the middle is caught. That's a completion to Jabraylon Anders. So it will be 2nd down and 1. No, they will move the sticks. So it was enough for a first. Ball is at the 22-yard line. Handoff up the middle. And no room for Ham. He'll get 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
I believe that was 91 Hunter Soto in on the tackle for the Bearcats.
Shotgun set, 2 receivers again to each side. Reyes with a quick pump fake, escapes the tackle, and goes over the middle and incomplete. That was intended for Caden Ellis. It'll be 3rd down and 7. Third down and 7 again. Reyes drops back out of the gun. And he's sacked for another loss. Guess who? Rakeem Potts, 2nd sack of the night. And it will be 4th down and 15.
Now, the last punt you said was -17. So
-7.
Oh, -7.
Yep.
Okay. So if they have another negative punt, Bearcats may recover around the 8-yard line. Dalen Powell back to return the punt for the Bearcats. Walter Moss and the band made the trip to Alvarado.
Nick Moore to punt this away for Midland. Dalen Powell stands at the 50-yard line. A much better punt. Powell calls for a fair catch. Makes it at the Rebel 42-yard line, it appears. Nope, 43. So 1st and 10 Bearcats. Worst starting field position of the night for the Ruston offense. Of course, if you get the ball 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line of your opponent, that's terrific starting field position. 1st and 10 at the 43, that's okay too.
Oh, absolutely. Have not attempted a pass, have we?
Haven't had to, no. So 1st down and 10, ball at the Rebel 43-yard line. Shotgun formation again. Actually, the first time tonight for the Bearcats in the gun. Hartwell back to throw. Looking to the right, now goes over the middle, and it is almost intercepted. Try to fire it into double coverage. Looking for Keyshawn Malcolm. Incomplete, so that brings up 2nd down and 10. First pass incompletion of the night.
Keyshawn had a good series a few weeks ago and went out to Longview. Looked really good, just getting acclimated to football. Came over from basketball, so.
Second down and 10. Ball at the Rebel 43. Hartwell hands it off. No, keeps it himself. Goes up the far side. There's Hartwell, 25-20. Tiptoes the sideline. He does step out of bounds. And we have a little collateral damage over on the sideline. Some Midland fans who got some sideline passes. Wrong place, wrong time. Certainly hope they're okay as the defender just tumbled over. That was Weldon Cooks tumbling over a couple of Rebel fans. A little shaken up, but they appear to be okay. So it'll be 1st and 10. Ball at the Rebel 21. 6:09 left to go here in the Jim Taylor Ford first quarter. On our Robert Temple State Farm scoreboard, Rustin leads 14-0 here in the Wood Marine broadcast booth. Hand off to Powell. Powell bounces outside. Nice stiff arm. 15, 10. Oh, puts his shoulder pad down. 1st and goal after that nice run by Dalen Powell. That's going to be a rush of 19 yards.
I believe that was Keyshawn Malcolm out. Did a great job of not blocking in the back. I got to check that number. It may not have been Keyshawn. Could have been, I think it was, yeah. Keyshawn Malcolm out on the sideline. Did not block in the back, so good job by him on that one.
Bearcats bringing in the heavy lunch package as Keegan Goldsmith, the defensive lineman, checks in. So the last time the Bearcats had 1st and goal at the 2-yard line, it was a handoff to Lander Smith up the middle on a fullback dive. Goldsmith goes in motion. Hartwell under center. Quick play fake, rolls to his right, looking in the end zone. Fires in the back. Touchdown Bearcats. Ahmad Hudson hauls in another score. And Rustin up 20-0 midway through the first quarter of play.
You know, one thing about Ahmad Hudson, it doesn't matter if we're eating barbecue. By the way, I'm 3 for 3 on restaurants on the year. It always comes up, Kyle. It's just not fair how he goes out and dominates, how you can lose. Ahmad Hudson, great job on that one as Bearcats extend this lead early.
Oh, let's see.
They call a penalty. I didn't see a flag on the play.
I didn't either. I'm going to see if the touchdown. Well, they don't have the touchdown on the board, and the offense is still on. So there was a penalty, so no touchdown there. So it's 1st and goal at the 7-yard line now. And so a quick toss to Powell. He'll cut right up in through the middle, and he gets in, and there's the Bearcat touchdown. So wipe off the board for the Hudson TD through the air. Dalen Powell puts it on the scoreboard with a 7-yard run. And now Rustin leads 20-0 here in the first quarter of play.
Nicholas Hawk a little slow getting up on that one, but he is back on the line for the Bearcats. I did talk to the officials before the game, you and I both did, and said that if it got out of hand, it could be mutually agreed to be a running clock.
Joaquin Ramos to attempt the point after. 5:17 left to go in the Jim Taylor Ford first quarter. Scoreboard brought to you by Robert Temple State Farm. Point after is up by Ramos. Point after is good. 21-0 here in the first quarter of play. 5:17 left to go in the stanza. Bearcats lead by 3 scores. Back after this is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Holland Real Estate Group has been serving the commercial real estate needs in Louisiana for over 30 years.
Because your business means everything to you, we know the importance of proper planning and location management. With our extensive knowledge of the area, we're able to create individualized solutions for our clients. We work closely with our community leaders to understand growth in the area. Ensuring successful win-win relationships for our clients is what we do best.
No one can predict the future, but there are preventative measures to ensure our properties, belongings, and families are protected.
All down to the sidelines to Toby Nations, and Toby, just another great touchdown drive by the Bearcats there. Field position started at the 43-yard line of Midland that time.
Yeah, didn't really see what the penalty was, but a good job by Powell there of seeing that lane open right all the way to the end zone. And Nick was talking earlier about team speed, and you can see it. Rustin has way more speed than Midland does.
Another handoff on the kickoff. And so Nick Moore will take it up the far sideline before he's knocked out of bounds. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rebels, and the ball will be at their own. Appears to be they're going to put this at their own. Oh, no, there's a flag on the play. So there's a block in the back, and it's going to go against. Block in the back is going to go against the Rebels. So this one, Nick Brown's coming way back.
Yeah, it is. And Kyle, interesting because they actually turned the ref mic on that one, saw they had this set up, but I don't know if it's just tough to see or we're not paying attention, not seeing the flags on that one. But again, they've already resulted to tricks. On every kickoff, they have gone and either faked the reverse or handed the reverse off and pitched. So return just to tricks to fool these Bearcats, and really well coached on the special teams, not having any part of it.
Shotgun formation, and then it's a handoff up the middle. Just a 2-yard gain on the play, if that. We did get word it was an illegal man downfield. That was what wiped the Ahmad Hudson touchdown off the board. So we appreciate all of our listeners, and certainly Brandon Forrester, of course. He was the one that texted that back in. Appreciate him and all that he does. Back to throw. Reyes goes back over on a slant. Incomplete. Ball might be live. It's not. That was intended again for Braylon Edwards, Anders. And Anders, he's been open on that little kind of just a little easy slant route.
But really watching the Cabot film, which is what they did, they thought they could exploit the Bearcat defensive backs, and so far they haven't been able to do that. They're doing a good job of closing in on the play.
3rd down and long. Handoff up the middle. Mackenzie Rogers gets a few. It'll be 4th down and 4. And now the Rebels, I guess it's decision time. They may keep the offense on the field at this point. It looks like, nope, they're going to swap out. And here come the special teams. Another defensive stop for the Ruston Bearcats here in the first quarter of play.
Now, we're not getting all the names yet, but one thing the defensive coaching staff is doing on defense, you're rotating a lot of players in. Try to get those numbers to you.
So 4th down and 4, ball at the 15-yard line.
Could be a fake, Kyle.
Punt up, end-over-end kick, and fielded at the 35-yard line by Dalen Powell.
Powell is doing a very good job, Kyle. He's going into traffic, coming in, calling the fair catch, coming in like a center fielder, making the play, and ensuring that the Bearcats have the best field position possible. We'll get ready in just a few minutes. Take a Southern States equipment call to the sideline to Toby Nations. Now, we didn't plan it this way, but Toby showed up at the same restaurant that we did.
1st down and 10 for the Bearcats on the Rebel 35-yard line. Hartwell again in the gun. 2 receivers near side. Takes the snap. Handoff to Powell. Powell goes up the middle. Gets into the secondary. Gets the 1st down pickup on the play. Powell's still pushing him forward inside the 20, and once again the Bearcats back inside the red zone. Let's go down to Toby Nations.
Yeah, you looking at that play right there with Powell. I mean, he had an 11-yard gain, but 4 more of it was just from his offensive line coming up there, a little rugby scrum.
Bearcats moving quickly. Shotgun set, and now a timeout taken. We'll take this one as well. Here in the first quarter on the Robert Temple State Farm scoreboard, Rustin 21, Midland nothing. Back after this. This is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
No one can predict the future, but there are preventative measures to ensure our properties, belongings, and families are protected. At Provision Security, this is what we do best. Our team of security professionals install and service the latest technologies in security alarms, access control systems, IP cameras, and much more. We take pride in securing the homes and businesses of North Louisiana. If you're ready to safeguard what matters most, call us at 318-255-1566 for a free quote. Provision Security remains dedicated to protecting your past, present, and future.
And on a journey towards the best dentistry with exceptional care, you need travel no further than the heart of Ruston. There you
This as well, shotgun formation for Hartwell, 2 receivers near side, and a flag is thrown. It will be, let's see, no, it looks like it is false start on the offense. It looked like the Rebels on the near side of the defensive line jumped. So it's a 5-yard penalty on the Bearcats. I think that's just the second Bearcat penalty. 15. Ball at the Rebel 24-yard line now. Handoff up the middle. Palmet in the backfield. Man, he's hard to tackle. Still is able to get 3 yards. It'll be second down. Now they'll give him 2, second down and 13.
And this is a program, Midland. Of course, we blew them out last year, and right now things are looking good for the Bearcats. Cedric Benson, former NFL running back, and by the way, my wife's favorite actor went to Midland, Tommy Lee Jones.
Second down and 13. Hartwell out of the gun, goes over the middle, incomplete. Little collision between receiver and defensive back before the ball got there. No flag thrown. That was Caleb Jones who was looking to go over the middle. He got a little shoulder pad right before the ball was able to get to him. Man in motion is Malcolm. Now it's trips receivers on the far side. 3rd and 13. Hartwell. Good screen pass to Powell. Powell muscling forward. 15. Spins at near the 10-yard line. He's going to be close. He needed 13 to get the first. He might have gotten 12 and a half. And it's going to be 4th down and 1. Bearcats back inside the red zone. Powell did go out of bounds, so that does stop the clock. So 4th and 1. Rustin keeps the offense on the field. Two tight end set. I formation. Josiah Morgan, the near side receiver. Hartwell under center. Takes the snap. Hands it off up the middle. Lander Smith does get the first down. 3 yards on the play for the senior fullback. Jim Taylor Ford is proud to support the Bearcats. Check out their inventory on I-20 North Service Road in Ruston or online at jimtaylorford.com.
Empty backfield for the Bearcats. Going to be design run for Hartwell up the middle, and he is in, Kyle, for the touchdown.
7-yard touchdown run on the play for Sam Hartwell. 2:16 to go here in the Jim Taylor Ford first quarter. Bearcats now up 27-0. It has been all Ruston High here tonight. And again, guys, very similar as we go down to Toby Nations, very similar to what we saw last season out in Choctaw Stadium. Ruston got a huge lead, and there was nothing the Rebels could do.
Yeah, last year, I mean, Ruston just stayed on top of them, I'll tell you what's different this year than last year. We don't have that heat that was so bad last year.
We'll give you the Smoothing King scoring drive when we come back. First, the extra point by Ramos is up, and it's through. 2:16 left to go in the Jim Taylor Ford first quarter. Rustin 28, Midland nothing. Back after this is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Hi, I'm Murphy, and welcome to Tip of the Week. Hunting season will be here soon. Is your equipment ready for the backwoods? Whether it's your truck, tractor, four-wheeler, or side-by-side, the right tires make all the difference in rough terrain. At Walpole Tire and Service, we've got the tires you need to keep you moving through mud, brush, and everything in between. Don't get stuck when it matters the most. Stop in and gear up before the season opens. Experience the difference at Walpole Tire and Service in either Ruston or West Monroe.
Alongside Nick Brown, Toby Nation's down on the sidelines for us tonight. 4.5-hour drive to get out here to Alvarado, Texas. And the Bearcats are certainly putting the points up on the scoreboard tonight, doing it in excellent fashion. That was a 35-yard touchdown drive for the Bearcats, capped off by a quarterback keeper by Sam Hartwell from 7 yards out. And here comes a good return for the Rebels. And Ramos finally able to bring down the runner. And there's a flag thrown, too. This might be a face mask as well. That was Nick Moore who returned it, got it inside the 5-yard line, and returned it all the way to the Ruston 37-yard line. And a flag on the play could give Midland terrific starting field position for this drive.
Well, if it is a flag on the play and it is face mask on Ramos, I can tell you that our last 2 kickers to make tackles have both had face masks. Jack Elliott had one last year.
So this is going to be really good starting field position for the Rebel offense. By far the best of the night. Most of their drives have started around their own 15-yard line.
Is this the first time they've been past midfield?
Oh, by far.
And again, they faked it, the little handoff, a little end around the 2 backs, and that time it was successful.
Shotgun formation. Reyes back to throw. He's going to go into the end zone. That's a nice look. Way overthrows his receiver to the far pylon. Incomplete, but that's the first time we've seen Reyes' arm tonight look pretty good.
It really did. Bearcats weren't able to get pressure on him that time, and this is the up-tempo offense that they're playing. But that was the best job of blocking by Midland.
Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to each side. Reyes again back to throw, and it is almost intercepted. And I believe Trendon Moore would still be running up the near sideline if he was able to get his hands around that
Trendon Moore's upset at himself because he knows he looked downfield, knows he had a pick 6 right in front of him, and unfortunately dropped the ball.
Third down and 10. Under 2 minutes left to go in the Jim Taylor Ford first quarter. Shotgun set, 4 receivers total. Quick over the middle, complete. Not going to be enough for a first down. That's Trey Jefferson hauling that in. No, excuse me, that is Nick Moore on the reception. And it's 4th down and 7, and you got nothing to lose at this point if you're the Rebels.
Now you're down 28. You want to put points on the board or attempt to go for it 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Try to pick it up.
Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to each side. Reyes back to throw. Goes right side, incomplete. Terrific coverage, no flag thrown, and a turnover on downs.
Does a great job of coverage. Couldn't get the number on that. Get a little bit older, tough to see those gray jerseys, but a great job. Looked like Cam Dean out there for the Bearcats. Remember when his dad, Mwalamu, ran the ball for the Bearcats. A great job by Cam on that one.
So 1st down and 10 for the Bearcats. Ball is at the 19-yard line. This first quarter feels like it's drawn on forever, and good reason for that. I mean, it's been all Rustin Bearcats getting into the end zone between the pick 6 to start the night and then easy touchdown scores. This is by far the longest that the Bearcats have had to try to drive. This will be a handoff up the middle. Nothing doing there. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Might have gotten a half yard on the play.
You know, up 4 scores, this is one thing that Jared Ball and this coaching staff is going to look. You don't want to lose that momentum that you had. It happened out at Cabot, Arkansas, Kyle. We were up 21, had a little drop-off. So now you really need to put your foot down and make this drive successful.
Shotgun formation, 3 wide receiver set. Hartwell takes the snap, hands it off again. Maybe 4 on the play, be 3rd down and 6. We're nearing the final few seconds here in the first quarter. So the play clock is off. The Bearcats don't have to snap the ball if they don't want to. Cullen Clark checking in at tight end. He'll bring the play over to Hartwell. And so that, I believe, this is going to do it for the Jim Taylor Ford first quarter of play. It is all Bearcats here in Alvarado, Texas. And in the Wood Marine broadcast booth on the Robert Temple State Farm scoreboard, Rustin leads 28-0 as we head to the second quarter of action. Back after this is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you. Contact local agent Skip Russell for your personal price plan today.
At GBT, we're more than just a bank. We're part of the community, and we're proud to cheer on Ruston High Athletics.
Whether it's on the field, court, or track, we're excited to stand by our athletes and celebrate their hard work and dedication. With GBT, you're always banking on a winning team. Go Bearcats!
In the Kim Dupree State Farm second quarter. Quarterback keeper for Hartwell, and he'll come up the near sideline, and he's got space. Midfield, he's tackled from behind at the 43-yard line. Another long gain. That's going to go for 28 yards, I believe. And Hartwell gets the first down for the Bearcats on a 3rd down conversion.
Just a good keeper. It looked like they were going to stop him early. He was able to break free and run down the sideline, so a big play for the Bearcats. Headed towards the end zone.
Let's take a Southern States equipment call down to the sideline to Toby Nations. Toby, a lot of points there in that first quarter for the Ruston Bearcats.
Yeah, and that's what you're all talking about. You know, the Cats want to come out here, unlike what we did against Cabot, you know, kind of put your foot on their neck and, you know, drive them in the ground. Let's get out of here.
Another shotgun formation for the Bearcats. Now it's an empty backfield. Dalen Powell, almost as dangerous of a slot receiver. Let's see, we have a delay of game on the offense. So just a little bit of a boneheaded penalty there for Ruston, unable to get situated and set to snap the football. So now it's 1st down and 15. Ball stays on the 49-yard line on the Midland side of the 50-yard line. And Cats go back in the empty backfield.
Man coverage on Ahmad.
Hartwell. Oh, he's going to fire way downfield. Up and... if this is caught, oh, it is a catch up the far sideline. What a terrific grab for the Ruston Bearcats. And I want to try to make sure I have that right. I think that's Josiah Morgan, Nick Brown, up the far sideline for Ruston, but they're not moving anything. It looks like there must have been, no, they're going to say it was incomplete. I had one official look like he called it a catch. And then
Josiah just flipped the ball to the official. He thought it was a catch as well. One thing that Midland's doing, Kyle, to take Ahmad Hudson out of the play, they're bringing a safety over the top, and really, when Bearcats send 2 guys wide, they have 2 on them.
Quick toss. to Powell. Powell on 2nd and 15, still going past the 40. And he's going to get 13 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 2. We'll say how much we appreciate all of our sponsors: Wood Marine Broadcast Booth, Robert Temple State Farm Scoreboard, Lanyap Animal Health starting lineup. We will have the Thompson's Barbershop halftime show with Toby Nations and Hunter Smith. Our sideline reports are brought to you by Southern States Equipment. And our quarter sponsors: Jim Taylor Ford, Kim Dupree State Farm, Ponchatoula's and Log Cabin and Pierce Lumber, and Bearcat Football Club and Hinton Driving Academy for our postgame show with head coach Jared Ball. 3rd down and 2. Hartwell hands it off up the middle. Easy first down pickup. This drive, Nick Brown, started all the way back at the 19-yard line. And so Rustin doing a good job here moving this football borderline effortlessly.
Well, very methodical, Kyle, and what they're doing here is something that we didn't do at Cabot. We talked about that. You got the lead, and you kind of coasted. So here you want to have a good drive. The Bearcats are doing exactly that.
State Farm agent Kim Dupree has 2 locations: 1001 Trenton Street in Ruston and 101 West 5th Street in El Dorado. Contact Kim Dupree for all your insurance needs. Tight I formation, another handoff up the middle. 10-5, touchdown for the Bearcats. And as much as I love these gray uniforms, I couldn't see who it was at first. That was Jeremiah Freeman on the score for the Bearcats, and now they lead 34-0 here in the second quarter of play.
A good job by Freeman and the offensive line. Really give the offensive line credit for creating that hole. Freeman burst through the seams. A different look for the Bearcats. A good run for Freeman for the touchdown.
So awaiting the point after here for the Bearcats. Joaquin Ramos in to attempt another one. Kick is up. It's a low line drive. It does go through. 9:35 left to go here on the Robert Temple State Farm scoreboard. Rustin 35, Midland nothing. Back after this. This is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Step into the winner's circle with a John Deere tractor from Goldman Equipment. Shop North and Central Louisiana's largest John Deere dealer. Goldman Equipment. We're not just in your field, we're in your backyard. Thank you for calling Goldman Equipment. How can I help you?
For over 35 years, Brazier Group Real Estate has been cheering right alongside you. We're proud to be your hometown real estate agents. Locally owned right here.
1 yard on 7 plays. And Jeremiah Freeman punched it in for the Ruston Bearcats to put this one up 35-0. It was a 30-yard touchdown run for the senior running back. And I know this coaching staff and this offense is always thrilled to see. It doesn't have to be just Dalen Powell carrying the load. Jeremiah Freeman with a terrific run there. This will be a shorter kick to the 20-yard line, fielded by Jefferson. And now up the far side, it's another handoff to Ellis, and Ellis gets to the 30. So the pooch kick, that was a lot of north and south, not a lot of east and west running there, Nick Brown. And so Rustin will certainly take that after the only jolt that they've had here tonight has been a nice special teams return for the Rebels.
Well, what they're doing on every play, Kyle, they're either faking a handoff or making the handoff. And Bearcats covered that one, but after the long return, kicked that one short. And that is one thing that they're going to work on the rest of the night is kick coverage.
So shotgun formation, trips near side. And it'll be a handoff to the far side. Not much there for Ham. We'll get 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Like Keelan Davis on the tackle for the Bearcats.
Now Reyes back to throw. Had a lot of time, and he'll fire it way downfield. Incomplete. Should not be a flag thrown. And that was really good coverage, guys, by Miles Brown for the Bearcats to make sure that there was no way that that could be hauled in by Harlem Brown.
You know, a great job of one of the adjustments made by Midland. Bearcats not able to get pressure on the quarterback and threw a good ball on that one. Good coverage, like you said, Kyle, by Miles Brown.
So 3rd down and 7 coming up. And another long shot, and in stride, it is caught. Long play, and a complete pass to Jabraylon Anders up the far sideline. But there's a flag thrown, and it's in the vicinity of the quarterback. And we do think that this is going to be a hold. And that is going to negate a beautiful pitch and catch. Let's take a Southern States equipment call down to the sideline to Toby Nations to diagram that for us.
Yeah, it looked like you had Keelan Davis, that they were coming on a blitz. It looked like they held him. I'm not sure what they're going to call, but, just a good long completion for Midland Lee.
Well, Midland's running downfield, so apparently it may be on the Bearcats or waving it off. Let's see.
Yeah, so the way this looks is where everybody is lined up. Yep, this was against the Bearcats. And so, roughing the passer against Rustin. So this will give really good field position on 1st down and 10 at the Bearcat 12-yard line. Midland with a chance to see if they can get a score here.
Bearcats got to be careful, Kyle, with too many men on the field. Checking in was number 99, Brayton Osborne.
Shotgun set to near side. Ham goes on a counter to the far side. The linebacker for the Bearcats, Aiden Adams, right there to make the tackle on the play. Kim Dupree, State Farm, second quarter, 8:25 left to play before the half. Rustin up 35-0 over Midland. Courtesy of the Robert Tipple State Farm scoreboard.
Ethan Russell checking in for the Bearcats.
Reyes rolls out of the pocket, fires to the flat. It's complete. And the Rebels get their first touchdown of the night to Humberto Hernandez, the H-back. And between the long throw and then the penalty on the Bearcats, that gave their opponents a pretty good opportunity, and the Rebels struck. And now it's 35-6 as we await the point after. Stephen Verastegui. His kick is up, and it is good. 8:06 left to go before the half. Rustin 35, Midland 7. Back after this. This is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
For over 35 years, Brazier Group Real Estate has been cheering right alongside you. We're proud to be your hometown real estate agents, locally owned right here in downtown Ruston. Our agents don't just sell homes. We live here, we work here, and we support the community we love. Voted best of Lincoln Parish every single year since we opened. Brazier Group is the team you can count on when it's time to buy or sell. So from kickoff to closing, go Bearcats! And remember, Brazier Group Real Estate, your hometown real estate agents.
Louisiana National Bank is the official bank of Ruston High.
Able to get their first touchdown of the night here with 8:06 left to go in the second quarter, brought to you by Kim Dupree State Farm. And now the Bearcats will try to see what they can do with a return on special teams.
Now, interesting, Midland taking a little time to get on the field, so Bearcats do have good hands teams in. I believe Hunter Soto in the middle, Dalen Powell all the way back for the Bearcats.
I understand the struggle with wanting to call it Alvarado.
I do. I did that. I had to go redo the coach's interview with talk to Coach Ball this week. And at the end, I said, "Good luck versus Alvarado." So much.
And he blinked 3 times like, who?
Yeah, exactly. So they are set up for the onside kick.
And it goes up and out of bounds.
Pretty neat play. You have the guy that you think is going to kick the football, Kyle, right there like that as a special teams out of Midland. And then the guy on the opposite side of the ball kicks it with his left foot. So a well-designed play by Midland, but it doesn't work out. The Bearcats going to take over with good field position.
So it does go out of bounds. Ball will be at the 40, I believe, should be the 49-yard line over on the far hash. Let's take a Southern States equipment call down to the sideline to Toby Nations. And Toby, let's go back to that previous touchdown for Midland. What did you see there with Anders, the receiver, being able to haul in such a great catch?
Well, I mean, we'd brought a blitz, and I thought, the blitz had got to him a little bit, but looked like it was holding. I missed roughing the passer, but he was just able to get behind us and make a really good catch. And they've tested us a couple of times, and we've been there, and just that time we weren't there.
And there's a penalty after the play was over with, and I think because the ball went out of bounds, they threw the flag, and so now it moves it 5 yards in the Bearcats' favor. So instead of 1st and 10 on their own 49, they're now 1st and 10 on their opponent's 46-yard line. Bearcats looking to put together another Smoothie King touchdown drive. This one is thrown to the near side to the big tight end, Ahmad Hudson. He's been fairly quiet tonight, and he had a touchdown wiped off the board due to an illegal man downfield penalty earlier this evening. So it's 2nd down and 8 after the 2-yard gain.
Hey, Kyler, run 2 receivers into that location. Caleb Jones open as well on that last play caught by Ahmad.
So shotgun formation. Powell stands next to Hartwell. 3 receivers far side. Hartwell steps up. Incomplete. Little miscommunication between the quarterback and the wide receiver. That was intended for Caleb Jones.
Yeah, looked for Caleb Jones. Looked like Hartwell rushed that pass just a little bit. Didn't have much pressure on him, but like I said, miscommunication.
Really the big bummer with incomplete passes right now is that it stops the clock. Bearcats up 35-7 with 7.5 minutes to go in the Kim Dupree State Farm second quarter. Scoreboard brought to you by Robert Temple State Farm. We'll tell you a little bit more about him shortly. Hartwell back to throw, goes over the top, and it is incomplete. Intended for Morgan on 3rd down and 8. A little bit of a wobbly throw, but it brings up 4th down, and so you're the Bearcats.
I think you go for it here. You look at what Jared Ball has done. He's in a position where if you punt it, or is he going to try to pin them deep? Going to bring Ramos in to pin them deep. He thought about going for it that one. I'm not sure if it was a pressure. Someone hit Sam's arm, but like you said, that was not the best throw that we've seen him make, like a knuckleball.
Ruston High alum Robert Temple loves the Bearcats. Robert Temple State Farm is located at 935 North Trenton in Ruston. Good luck, Bearcats, from the Robert Temple State Farm team. Ramos to punt it away. Puts a nice foot into it, and it will be fielded at the 11-yard line. Bearcat special teams, great job on preventing a good return. That might have been a pickup of 4 on the play by Nick Moore.
Well, the return man did what he was supposed to do. He put his heels on the 10-yard line. Ramos punted it to the 11, so he fielded it, and Bearcats covered that one. They really haven't punted a lot this season, so good coverage by the Bearcats.
So 1st down and 10. This is familiar territory, what we saw back in the first quarter of play. This is where the Rebels normally got their starting field position. So 1st down and 10 for Midland Lee at their own 15-yard line. 2 receivers on both sides. Reyes, the quarterback, drops back to throw. Has plenty of time, escapes out of the pocket. Throws near side, incomplete. Great coverage there by the Bearcats. That was Cam Dean there to knock it away. 2nd down and 10 coming up. Everybody got a long drive coming home tonight. We'll all be on the road for somewhere between 4.5 to 5 hours. And so if you guys are back home watching or listening, we certainly appreciate your positive vibes this way. For everybody that's here in Alvarado, we certainly are hoping for safe drive home tonight as well. Reyes out of the gun. Play fake. Goes on a bubble screen to the far side, and that will be complete. And just 4 yards on the gain. It will be 3rd down and 6 coming up for Midland.
Yeah, most of the success that Midland's having has been on the far sideline near their own bench.
Shotgun set, handoff again. And great run defense by the Bearcats. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it will be 4th down and 4. 6:38 left to go here in the Kim Dupree State Farm second quarter. Bearcats lead 35-7, comfortably with a 4-touchdown lead.
Dalen Powell back to return the punt for the Bearcats. Bearcats may have the punt block on.
Nick Moore to punt it away. Low snap. Not a very long punt. Powell will let it bounce in front of him. takes a rebel hop, goes out of bounds at the 36-yard line. So by my calculations, I think this is the second worst starting field position for a Bearcat drive tonight, starting at their own 36-yard line now.
Bearcats need to put one on the board here. Last one, good punt from Ramos. Good 3 and out by our defense.
So first down and 10 for the Bearcats at their own 36-yard line. Rustin still going from right to left here in this second quarter of play. You mentioned it earlier, Nick, both teams with an equal distance of a drive coming back home. One team will be going west, the other team will be going back to the east. Hartwell out of the eye, handoff to Powell, and Powell hit hard in the backfield. That was a terrific tackle on the play. Maddox Marquez brings Powell down for a rare loss of yardage. He'll lose one on the play. It will be second down and 11. Bearcats will be back in Texas for another week. That'll be in 8 days from now, next Friday night, back in Longview, Texas. And they'll be taking on the Stephenville Yellow Jackets. And that will wrap up the non-district portion of this 2025 season. I formation, toss to Powell. Powell cuts it back up through the middle. 4 yards on the play. It'll bring up third down and 6. Make that third down and 5 at their own 41.
Bearcats looking over, you're right. And I think they would like to establish a little something more in the air, Kyle. But certainly you want to pick up a first down here, not have back-to-back punts.
Third down and 5. Bearcats up 35-7 at the 5-minute mark of the first half. And Hartwell, he might have gotten the defense to jump. We'll see. And still threw it into coverage to Keyshawn Malcolm, even though the whistle had blown.
And that's one you really enjoy watching this guy get better, more acclimated as a football player. Good one-on-one man coverage. Did a great job of bringing that one in, even though it doesn't count.
You guys can hear the officials on field mic not working very well tonight, but we do have a Southern States equipment call to the sideline down to Toby Nations. And Toby, again, we'll let this play come out, then we'll get back down to you. Shotgun set, handoff to Powell on first down and 10. Talk a little bit, Toby, about that hard snap count by Hartwell, and just how effective that's been for the Bearcats here in the first few games of this season.
Yeah, and he's done a good job of using it against opposing teams. I mean, we've come up with some really good positive yards, but I tell you, the cool thing about being down here on the sideline is Coach Chubbs, the offensive coordinator for the Bearcats. Before this drive started, you could really hear him challenging his offense.
Second down and 4. Almost at the 4-minute mark. Hartwell goes long downfield. Hudson, when double coverage, climbs up and hauls it in. My goodness, the 6'7" tight end hauls it in double coverage. It's just not fair, Nick Brown.
No, it is not. The fair comes in October. Cotton Candy and Corn Dogs Fletcher's out in Texas World State Fair the best, but a good throw from Hartwell.
Handoff to the fullback. Lander Smith gets a nice chunk of yards. Second down and 4 coming up. Bearcats in a hurry-up offense. They're going to want to put a little exclamation mark on this first half, see if they can get up 42-7. Toss near side. Powell, 20. Barrels ahead to the 15. Gets the first down pickup on the play. This drive started at the Rustin 36-yard line, and the Bearcats still moving.
Bearcats giving Midland a little taste of their own medicine going up tempo, Kyle.
And I believe we have a timeout. And we'll take this one as well. Bearcat timeout coming up. Rustin leads 35-7 here with 3 minutes and 16 seconds to go in the Kim Dupree State Farm second quarter. This is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Louisiana National Bank is the official bank of Ruston High Athletics. As a proud community partner and supporter of local education, we're excited to cheer on the Bearcats. Experience uncommon banking today at Louisiana National Bank. To learn more, visit ln.bank.
I live in Ruston. It's where I went to school and raised my boys. Now with 2 grandsons and another grandbaby on the way, this community means more than ever. I have a passion for serving families across Northeast Louisiana. Whether buying or selling, it's about helping people find the place they'll call home. Because when it comes to finding a home, I treat your family like...
Rustin back on the field after the timeout. Hartwell in the I formation. He'll hand it off to Powell up the middle. Powell inside the 15, down at the 13-yard line, so just a 2-yard pickup on the play.
Little extracurricular activity, Kyle, but no flag thrown. And you're right, timeouts are a lot quicker. At least they are tonight.
This is another one of those nights. Again, if you can get up 42-7 before you go into the halftime locker room, you're probably only going to see the first stringers for maybe the first series in the third quarter. And it's going to be, again, valuable playing time for some of these kids that don't get to see the field very often on varsity. Handoff again up the middle to Powell. Rumbles his way forward for a 6-yard pickup on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 3.
Well, we saw Freeman earlier on his one. I'm not sure how many carries he has officially tonight, not looking at the stats, but did score a touchdown when he carried it. So interesting to see how many carries Powell has tonight.
So it's 3rd down and 4, nearing the 2-minute mark of the first half. I'm curious, if it's NCAA rules, we may see a 2-minute warning here at the end of the first half. And it's a handoff to Smith. Smith, the fullback, carries it for 3 yards. And it'll be 4th down and 1. And sure enough, a 2-minute timeout in the first half. So they did take a 2-minute timeout. We're going to take this one or the 2-minute warning timeout, rather. We'll take this one as well. Quick break. Bearcats up 35-7. You're listening to Bearcat Football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
I'm Brett Brown, and when I want fireworks, there is only one place I go, and that is Family Fireworks. Family Fireworks supports all Rustin I activities. John, Barbara, Jim, Jennifer, and Philip Ford are all Rustin I graduates. Family Fireworks is located at 116 UPS Road off Highway 33 in Ruston. We are the tent in the back. Just like you celebrate Bearcat and Lady Bearcat victories, come celebrate your firework holidays with us. We have been making memories for over 20 years. Come have fun with Family Fireworks. Ford Family says go big Ruston.
Firmly founded in 1936, Pierce Lumber has been Ruston's hometown tradition for nearly 90 years.
And the views of Kyle Roberts are not those of Nick Brown or Toby Nations or anyone at Omega Entertainment or the Bearcat Nation Network. 2-minute warning is trademarked by the NFL. It's a 2-minute timeout.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Just want to keep you.
So the Ruston Bearcats take a timeout. Why don't we keep it up here in the Wood Marine broadcast booth, Nick Brown? And so, again, you're looking at a very short 4th down situation. You can get a 1st down here if you don't get into the end zone. It's 4th and 2, ball spotted right on the 5-yard line.
I'm interesting, too, at the Bearcats, what they do here and how they handle the second half and stay focused. And that will be one thing that we'll talk with head coach Jared Ball after the game. Of course, I know I love field goals, but you're close enough here to go in and punch it in for the touchdown.
Fourth down, 2 yards to go. If the Bearcats get inside the 3, they'll have a 1st and goal if they don't get the end zone. Hartwell, quick play fake. Over the middle to the big guy. Knocked away on 4th down. That was a great pass breakup. Weldon Cooks, the defensive back, knocks it down. It looked like it was going to go right into the breadbasket of Ahmad Hudson.
Well, it was, but it was a well played by Midland because everything was in the middle of the field. You thought maybe Hartwell was going to sneak it up the middle. Bearcats going to run it up the middle, and the route was run up the middle. So all those guys did was drop back when they saw Ahmad go out. So really it was like one thrown into 4 people. Now see if the defense can get a stop here right before half. It's 1:57 to go. And I believe the Bearcats have 2 timeouts left, maybe just one. I have to check that. 2 timeouts left, so see if they can get the ball back.
Shotgun formation. It's a handoff up the middle. Rebels start with the ball on their own 5-yard line. They'll get a 3-yard gain on the play, brings up 2nd down and 7. We'll take a Southern States equipment call to the sideline down to Toby Nations.
Yeah, you kind of hate to see that, Kyle, with the offense. You know, they drive all the way down to the field and don't get any points. But, you know, lesson learned, and you just move on.
Bearcats lead 35-7, minute 20 left to go in the first half of play. Scoreboard brought to you by Robert Temple State Farm. Another shotgun set and another handoff up the middle. That'll be about 2 yards on the play.
That's interesting. Midland here, they had the long pass, but they put that one. Looks like they're just ready to get into the locker room at halftime, not making any up-tempo moves, letting the clock, snapping it with about 13 on the play clock. Thought they might go to the air after they had success after that last drive.
And, of course, don't go anywhere because you'll have Toby Nations and Hunter Smith here for our Thompson's Barbershop halftime show where they'll break down how the first half has gone. And, again, I give you a spoiler alert, the Bearcats up 35-7. It's gone very much in Rustin's favor. 3rd down and short, handoff. And Ham breaks free. He has the first down, so unlikely that the Bearcats are going to get this ball back, as I think that Midland would only need to snap the ball once, even if that. Nearing the 20-second mark here in the Kim Dupree State Farm second quarter. Rustin up 35-7. Reyes takes the snap, drops back to throw. Goes over the middle, pass is caught. And that's going to do it for the first half of play. It's all Bearcats here at Charles Head Stadium. Rustin leads 35-7 as we go to halftime. You're listening to the Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Firmly founded in 1936, Pierce Lumber has been Rustin's hometown tradition for nearly 90 years. As your local Ace Hardware dealer, we're your headquarters for Bearcat tailgates with Big Green Eggs, Traeger grills, Turtle Box speakers, Yeti coolers, meat church and hardcore carnivore seasonings, along with all the cooking gear you need to keep the grill hot and the drinks ice cold. From kickoff to the final whistle, we've got everything you need to make game day unforgettable. Pierce Lumber, friendly service, quality products, and proud supporters of the Bearcats.
Building a life is different for everyone because everyone is different. That's why State Farm is there. Contact local agent Skip Russell for a quote today.
Headquartered in Ruston, Louisiana, Hunt Forest Products manufactures a variety of plywood lumber and other specialty wood products to meet a wide variety of building and manufacturing needs. Hunt Forest Products is family-owned and operated, practices sustainable forestry, and provides more than 400 Louisiana jobs. Hunt Forest Products is a proud supporter of the Bearcat football program.
Hunter Smith, class of 1999, and Josh Beckham, class of 2006, are firmly founded. Contact us for 2 Bearcats who will be a trusted advisor in your next sell or purchase of recreational, investment, or hunting property. Go Cats!
Like life, injury and sport go hand in hand. When injury has you sidelined, there's one name above the rest. That's Johnson Physical Therapy.
When on a journey towards the best dentistry with exceptional care, you need travel no further than the heart of Ruston. There you will find the team behind Johnston & Murphy Dental Care. It's a goal built on the tradition of excellence established more than 60 years ago, a legacy in superior dental care. It's a journey worth taking and one we're proud to make with you. Come experience the best dentistry and exceptional customer service. Johnston & Murphy Dental Care, where every smile has a story.
We mastered the sip, and now we've perfected the bite. Get a Smoothie King smoothie and loaded toast for $9.99. Deliciously satisfying and packed with the good stuff. Smoothie King's got the toast.
Calling Bearcat Nation. This is Bill Hogan at Century Next Bank. Here we love our Bearcats, and we know there's no team like our home team. Remember, when you bank with us, you bank with locals. And that's a win for our community. Go Bearcats. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Buddy Turja. And I'm Greg Turja. For the last 41 years, you've stood by us, and we're proud to stand by you. Your support is what fuels our commitment to Ruston and Lincoln Parish.
So let's rally together this season and show our Bearcats the support they deserve.
And from all of us at Turja's Rentals, good luck this season, Bearcats.
And hey, enjoy the game.
Need extra space? Whether you're moving, downsizing, or just clearing the clutter, Premier Storage is here to help. Customers can easily check in and receive their lock from the kiosk anytime, day or night, or online at premierstoragerustin.com. Gated access and on-site security features so you can store with confidence. Premier Storage, safe, secure, close to home. Reserve your unit today.
Life is a workout, so make it a good one. Fuel your body with what it needs at Smoothie King. A delicious meal packed with energy, protein, and power.
Firmly founded in 1936, Pierce Lumber has been your go-to for quality building parts in Ruston and North Louisiana. Located on 1032 Burgessville Road, we carry tools from DeWalt, Milwaukee, Senco, and Ego Power Tools. We're your home for locally sourced lumber and quality building parts. As well as being your local supplier for Benjamin Moore Paint, we offer delivery of our products from our door to yours. Follow us on Facebook or Instagram, and remember, if you're making it, make it with Pierce Lumber.
Around here, family is more than just a last name. It's who you show up for. For generations, the Compton family and Arklatex Windows and Doors has stood by this community with honesty, hard work, and a handshake you can trust. Because every window we design, every door we assemble, isn't just about your house. It's about your home. Family owned, community rooted, Arklatex Windows and Doors. A family business built for your family.
Bayou Kubota is a proud sponsor of Bearcat football and a loyal member of the Bearcat Football Club. Visit Bayou Kubota for all your tractor and farm equipment needs. Bayou Kubota, service with a purpose in Ruston, Bossier City, and Monroe.
Headquartered in Ruston, Louisiana, HGA is a full-service project management and engineering services firm providing professional services to clients throughout the U.S. and overseas. HGA builds long-term client relationships by listening to clients, leveraging the experience of its professional team, and delivering on its commitments. HGA is a proud supporter of the Bearcat football program.
Holland Real Estate Group has been serving the commercial real estate needs in Louisiana for over 30 years.
Because your business means everything to you, we know the importance of proper planning and location management. With our extensive knowledge of the area, we're able to create individualized solutions for our clients. We work closely with our community leaders to understand growth in the area. Ensuring successful win-win relationships for our clients is what we do best.
No one can predict the future, but there are preventative measures to ensure our properties, belongings, and families are protected. At Provision Security, this is what we do best. Our team of security professionals install and service the latest technologies in security alarms, access control systems, IP cameras, and much more. We take pride in securing the homes and businesses of North Louisiana. If you're ready to safeguard what matters most, call us at 318-255-1566 for a free quote. Provision Security remains dedicated to protecting your past, present, and future.
Hi, I'm Murphy, and welcome to Tip of the Week. Hunting season will be here soon. Is your equipment ready for the backwoods? Whether it's your truck, tractor, four-wheeler, or side-by-side, the right tires make all the difference in rough terrain. At Walpole Tire and Service, we've got the tires you need to keep you moving through mud, brush, and everything in between. Don't get stuck when it matters the most. Stop in and gear up before the season opens. Experience the difference at Walpole Tire and Service in either Ruston or West Monroe.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you. Contact local agent Skip Russell for your personal price plan today.
At GBT, we're more than just a bank. We're part of the community, and we're proud to cheer on Rustin High Athletics.
Whether it's on the field, court, or track, we're excited to stand by our athletes and celebrate their hard work and dedication. With GBT, you're always banking on a winning team. Go Bearcats!
Step into the winner's circle with a John Deere tractor from Goldman Equipment. Shop North and Central Louisiana's largest John Deere dealer. Goldman Equipment. We're not just in your field, we're in your backyard. Thank you for calling Goldman Equipment. How can I help you?
For over 35 years, Brazier Group Real Estate has been cheering right alongside you. We're proud to be your hometown real estate agents, locally owned right here in downtown Ruston. Our agents don't just sell homes. We live here, we work here, and we support the community we love. Voted best of Lincoln Parish every single year since we opened. Brazier Group is the team you can count on when it's time to buy or sell. So from kickoff to closing, go Bearcats! And remember, Brazier Group Real Estate, your hometown real estate agents.
Louisiana National Bank is the official bank of Ruston High Athletics. As a proud community partner and supporter of local education, we're excited to cheer on the Bearcats. Experience uncommon banking today at Louisiana National Bank. To learn more, visit ln.bank.
I live in Ruston. It's where I went to school and raised my boys. Now with 2 grandsons and another grandbaby on the way, this community means more than ever. I have a passion for serving families across Northeast Louisiana. Whether buying or selling, it's about helping people find the place they'll call home. Because when it comes to finding a home, I treat your family like my own.
I'm Brett Brown, and when I want fireworks, there is only one place I go, and that is Family Fireworks. Family Fireworks supports all Ruston High activities. John, Barbara, Jim, Jennifer, and Philip Ford are all Ruston High graduates. Family Fireworks is located at 116 UPS Road off Highway 33 in Ruston. We are the tent in the back. Just like you celebrate Bearcat and Lady Bearcat victories, come celebrate your firework holidays with us. We have been making memories for over 20 years. Come have fun with Family Fireworks. Ford Family says go big Ruston.
Firmly founded in 1936, Pierce Lumber has been Ruston's hometown tradition for nearly 90 years. As your local Ace Hardware dealer, we're your headquarters for Bearcat tailgates, with Big Green Eggs, Traeger grills, Turtle Box speakers, Yeti coolers, meat church and hardcore carnivore seasonings, along with all the cooking gear you need to keep the grill hot and the drinks ice cold. From kickoff to the final whistle, we've got everything you need to make game day unforgettable. Pierce Lumber, friendly service, quality products, and proud supporters of the Bearcats.
Building a life is different for everyone because everyone is different. That's why State Farm is there. Contact local agent Skip Russell for a quote today.
Headquartered in Ruston, Louisiana, Hunt Forest Products manufactures a variety of plywood lumber and other specialty wood products to meet a wide variety of building and manufacturing needs. Hunt Forest Products is family-owned and operated, practices sustainable forestry, and provides more than 400 Louisiana jobs. Hunt Forest Products is a proud supporter of the Bearcat football program.
Hunter Smith, class of 1999, and Josh Beckham, class of 2006, are firmly founded. Contact us for 2 Bearcats who will be a trusted advisor in your next sell or purchase of recreational, investment, or hunting property. Go Cats!
Like life, injury and sport go hand in hand. When injury has you sidelined, there's one name above the rest. That's Johnson Physical Therapy.
When on a journey towards the best dentistry with exceptional care, you need travel no further than the heart of Ruston. There you will find the team behind Johnston & Murphy Dental Care. It's a goal built on the tradition of excellence established more than 60 years ago, a legacy in superior dental care. It's a journey worth taking and one we're proud to make with you. Come experience the best dentistry and exceptional customer service. Johnston & Murphy Dental Care, where every smile has a story.
Looking for the best bite in Ruston? At Flying Burger, we're serving up fresh made-to-order burgers, hand-battered seafood, crispy fries, and more, all with fast, friendly service. At Flying Burger, we grind our meat in-house daily, never frozen. We're proud to be voted #1 for burgers and seafood in the area. Flying Burger is locally owned and operated by Ruston High alum and 1982 state football champion Scott Braswell. Whether you're grabbing lunch, dinner, or feeding your Friday night football crew, do it with Flying Burger.
We mastered the sip, and now we've perfected the bite. Get a Smoothie King smoothie and loaded toast for $9.99. Deliciously satisfying and packed with the good stuff.
Smoothie King's got the toast.
Calling Bearcat Nation. This is Bill Hogan at Century Next Bank. Here we love our Bearcats, and we know there's no team like our home team. Remember, when you bank with us, you bank with locals. And that's a win for our community. Go Bearcats. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Buddy Turja.
And I'm Greg Turja.
For the last 41 years, you've stood by us, and we're proud to stand by you. Your support is what fuels our commitment to Ruston and Lincoln Parish.
So let's rally together this season and show our Bearcats the support they deserve.
And from all of us at Turja's Rentals, good luck this season, Bearcats.
And hey, enjoy the game.
Need extra space? Whether you're moving, downsizing, or just clearing the clutter, Premier Storage is here to help. Customers can easily check in and receive their lock from the kiosk anytime, day or night, or online at premierstoragerustin.com. Gated access and on-site security features so you can store with confidence. Premier Storage, safe, secure, close to home. Reserve your unit today.
Life is a workout, so make it a good one. Fuel your body with what it needs at Smoothie King. A delicious meal packed with energy, protein, and power.
Firmly founded in 1936, Pierce Lumber has been your go-to for quality building parts in Ruston and North Louisiana. Located on 1032 Burgessville Road, we carry tools from DeWalt, Milwaukee, Senco, and Ego Power Tools. We're your home for locally sourced lumber and quality building parts. As well as being your local supplier for Benjamin Moore Paint, we offer delivery of our products from our door to yours. Follow us on Facebook or Instagram, and remember, if you're making it, make it with Pierce Lumber.
Around here, family is more than just a last name. It's who you show up for. For generations, the Compton family and Arklitex Windows and Doors has stood by this community with honesty, hard work, and a handshake you can trust. Because every window we design, every door we assemble, isn't just about your house. It's about your home. Family owned, community rooted, Arklitex Windows and Doors. A family business built for your family.
Bayou Kubota is a proud sponsor of Bearcat football and a loyal member of the Bearcat Football Club. Visit Bayou Kubota for all your tractor and farm equipment needs. Bayou Kubota, service with a purpose in Ruston, Bossier City, and Monroe.
Headquartered in Ruston, Louisiana, HGA is a full-service project management and engineering services firm providing professional services to clients throughout the U.S. and overseas. HGA builds long-term client relationships by listening to clients, leveraging the experience of its professional team and delivering on its commitments. HGA is a proud supporter of the Bearcat football program.
Holland Real Estate Group has been serving the commercial real estate needs in Louisiana for over 30 years.
Because your business means everything to you, we know the importance of proper planning and location management. With our extensive knowledge of the area, we're able to create individualized solutions for our clients. We work closely with our community leaders to understand growth in the area. Ensuring successful win-win relationships for our clients is what we do best.
No one can predict the future, but there are preventative measures to ensure our properties, belongings, and families are protected. At Provision Security, this is what we do best. Our team of security professionals install and service the latest technologies in security alarms, access control systems, IP cameras, and much more. We take pride in securing the homes and businesses of North Louisiana. If you're ready to safeguard what matters most, call us at 318-255-1566 for a free quote. Provision Security remains dedicated to protecting your past, present, and future.
Hi, I'm Murphy, and welcome to Tip of the Week. Hunting season will be here soon. Is your equipment ready for the backwoods? Whether it's your truck, tractor, four-wheeler, or side-by-side, the right tires make all the difference in rough terrain. At Walpole Tire and Service, we've got the tires you need to keep you moving through mud, brush, and everything in between. Don't get stuck when it matters the most. Stop in and gear up before the season opens. Experience the difference at Walpole Tire and Service in either Ruston or West Monroe.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you. Contact local agent Skip Russell for your personal price plan today.
At GBT, we're more than just a bank. We're part of the community, and we're proud to cheer on Rustin High Athletics.
Whether it's on the field, court, or track, we're excited to stand by our athletes and celebrate their hard work and dedication. With GBT, you're always banking on a winning team. Go Bearcats!
Step into the winner's circle with a John Deere tractor from Goldman Equipment. Shop North and Central Louisiana's largest John Deere dealer. Goldman Equipment. We're not just in your field, we're in your backyard. Thank you for calling Goldman Equipment. How can I help you?
For over 35 years, Brazier Group Real Estate has been cheering right alongside you. We're proud to be your hometown real estate agents, locally owned right here in downtown Ruston. Our agents don't just sell homes. We live here, we work here, and we support the community we love. Voted best of Lincoln Parish every single year since we opened. Brazier Group is the team you can count on when it's time to buy or sell. So from kickoff to closing, go Bearcats! And remember, Brazier Group Real Estate, your hometown real estate agents.
Louisiana National Bank is the official bank of Ruston High Athletics. As a proud community partner and supporter of local education, we're excited to cheer on the Bearcats. Experience uncommon banking today at Louisiana National Bank. To learn more, visit ln.bank.
I live in Ruston. It's where I went to school and raised my boys. Now with 2 grandsons and another grandbaby on the way, this community means more than ever. I have a passion for serving families across Northeast Louisiana. Whether buying or selling, it's about helping people find the place they'll call home.
Texas, a special thanks to Toby Nations and Hunter Smith for a terrific job with that halftime show brought to you by Thompson's Barbershop. And Nick Brown rejoining us here in the Wood Marine broadcast booth as we get you ready for the Ponchatoula's Log Cabin third quarter of play. The Bearcats will have the football to start the second half. Or at least we say that. It's going to be an onside attempt, and it's going to be the same one we saw earlier. And, oh, goodness, Let's see who fell on top of it. I think Midland recovered.
Midland recovered. The Bearcats have a player down. Went up Kyle high to get the football and really just down on the sidelines. We'll check and see if he is okay. But that is an interesting play. Again, that's the same one they did earlier. They have two people near the ball. You don't know who's kicking. And they look like they're going to kick it right-footed. And they have a left-footed kicker, and I believe the injured Bearcat
It's
is
hard
being
to tell
tended to.
Yeah, it's hard to tell from here given it was a member of the hands team. And, it was when you have to jump up like that on an onside kick to try to get the ball, you are very vulnerable. It's the equivalent of a quarterback trying to throw you a route over the middle and kind of throwing behind you. You're going to get hit hard, and that's exactly what happened to that young Bearcat over there. And, again, we can't see who it was just yet. We're trying to get a line on it. Coach Ball had to go out and check on him too. And so we want to make sure that we give credit up and running over towards the sideline, and that is so good to see. And that is Devin Major for the Bearcats. And so he is thankfully okay. He was rolling around on the ground. It will be 1st down and 10 for Midland. They'll have the ball on their own 49-yard line, but that's because the Bearcats touched the football before it was recovered.
Now, for those watching on the Bearcat Nation Network, we always show the spinning R with injuries. We wouldn't like a parent or grandparent to see their student-athlete injured. So we go to the spinning R. Now the Bearcat defense got to get a stop here. A little life out of the Midland Rebels.
Bearcats lead 35-7. Handoff. Nope, it's a good play fake. Reyes goes over the top, incomplete. That was thrown in the direction of Caden Ellis, and Jaden Anding was right there. He was looking to haul in his second interception of the night. Of course, the first one that he had, he returned 17 yards for a touchdown. No running clock was agreed to at halftime, so that does stop the clock. 11:53 to go here in the third quarter of play. Brought to you by Ponchatoula's and Log Cabin. We'll tell you a little bit more about them shortly. Reyes back to throw. Heavy blitz by the Bearcats. Just chunks it downfield, intended for Anders, incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Trying to see who applied that pressure. Kyle did put a hit on the quarterback, Keelan Davis, number 22, but nothing egregious. No flag thrown on that one.
So 3rd down and 10. Hayes Ham, the tailback, standing next to J.P. Reyes, the quarterback. He'll take the snap, drops back to throw. Has time, fires well downfield, and he has a man in single coverage. Up and caught. Jermaine Laster inside the 5-yard line.
Cam Dean, sorry for interrupting, tried to time it and get an interception and did get in good position and just good pass and catch. And that's one thing about it. When you have a 35-7 halftime lead, you look at Midland, they came out nothing to lose, and it's showing. And right now, looking very good are the Rebels on this drive.
Shotgun set, 2 receivers far side. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. Rebels trying to score quickly after getting the onside kick to start the half. Ham up the middle. He's going to be close.
You saw something on that one. You saw the first push. So the momentum all with the Midland Rebels here in the second half as now they trail 35-7, but that's one of the few plays, Kyle, we've seen them actually move the Bearcat defensive line.
Our scoreboard brought to you by Robert Temple State Farm. Shotgun formation. Reyes on 2nd and goal from the 1. Not a great snap, but Ham is able to spin his way into the end zone, and that's the 2nd Rebel touchdown of the night. This one from inside the 1-yard line. Rustin 35, Midland 13.
And, of course, this was set up by the onside kick that was recovered by the Rebels.
It's now a point after coming up from Vestigui.
Easy for you to say.
Holding, the kick is up.
Now, the 11th man did not make his way onto the field, but to no avail. They had 10, they had 7 on the line of scrimmage, so the kick is good and it counts. Bearcats lead at 35-14 with 10:56 remaining in the third quarter.
I live in Ruston. It's where I went to school and raised my boys. Now with 2 grandsons and another grandbaby on the way, this community means more than ever. I have a passion for serving families across Northeast Louisiana. Whether buying or selling, it's about helping people find the place they'll call home. Because when it comes to finding a home, I treat your family like my own.
A long throw to Jermaine Laster. I think that was a third down throw too, Nick Brown.
And you got to be ready for the onside kick again. You know, the Bearcats had a little trouble on the coverage teams on the kicks when they were faking the handoff or the reverse. And now got to figure out this onside kick as two kickers are going to make their way right to the ball and then right-footed, left-footed, how they're going to do it. May go with a different look this time.
That drive for the Rebels was just under a minute. Capped off by a 1-yard touchdown rush by Hayes Ham. And now another onside attempt coming up. And now it's going to go to the opposite side, and Bearcats know the ball is live on the ground, and it's going to be really close.
Now, they've kicked it with the left foot every time, so you had to think Caden Madrid, 47, was going to kick that one. He did.
The Bearcats do get it. So they'll have 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line. Let's take a Southern States equipment call down to the sideline to Toby Nations. Toby, that was a quick Rebel score there to start the second half of play. Bearcats still up by 3 scores, but good on them for recovering that onside kick.
Yeah, and that's what happens. I mean, you know, if they're going to keep doing that, you have to answer and score points. I mean, because we're going to have a short field, but, you know, you just kind of have to tip your hat to Midland. I mean, they come out here and got the ball and was able to get a touchdown.
We're going to tell you about our friends at Ponchatoula's and Log Cabin after this play. I formation, 2 receivers to the near side. Hand off to Powell, and Powell spins. He's close to a first down pickup. He's not going to quite get there.
Boy, a lot of fight left in the Bearcats. You look at 59, Logan Ashley. He and a Midland defender. Little extracurricular activity, no flag on the play.
Ponchatoula's and Log Cabin Grill and Market in Ruston are longtime supporters of Ruston High School and Ruston High School athletics. Ponchatoula's offers delicious New Orleans-style cuisine. In Log Cabin, you'll find steaks and Tex-Mex. Ponchatoula's on Park Avenue in downtown Ruston. Log Cabin on Highway 33. Handoff near side. It will be enough for a first down pickup. So that'll move the sticks. A 4-yard gain on the play. To Dalen Powell, it'll be 1st and 10, ball at the Midland 34-yard line. Taking a look at our Robert Temple State Farm scoreboard, Bearcats up 35-14. Just under 10 minutes to go in the third quarter of play. Despite the huge lead by the Bearcats to start tonight, no running clock has been agreed to. And why would you if you're Midland at this point? You've got some life here in the third quarter. Hartwell rolls and just throws this one in the vicinity of his receiver. Incomplete.
Yeah, Bearcats didn't look good on that pass play. Good coverage by Midland. Yeah, that is something when you're going by Texas interscholastic rules, the same as college football. You never seen a running clock in college football, so it has to be mutually agreed upon. And I don't know if you wait till it gets lopsided or what you do, but Midland said, no way, we're going to play you. We drove almost 5 hours, a little bit further than the Bearcats. They want a full game. Bearcats lead it by 3 scores.
2nd down and 10, ball at the Midland 34-yard line. Ahmad Hudson in motion. Goes from the right side to the left. Hand off to Powell. Cuts it back up the middle. 25-20, Dalen Powell. Touchdown, Bearcats. 9:36 to go in the Ponchatoula's Log Cabin third quarter. Rustin leads 41-14 as we await the extra point.
Good job by moving Hudson over. It would clear up a lane. Powell took advantage of it all the way to pay dirt to put the Bearcats match the score that the Midland Rebels have scored here in the second half.
And if you're this Bearcat coaching staff, you're thrilled to see that after the way that Midland came out, recovering that onside kick, immediately driving the football down the field, getting the score. Rustin answers and has the chance to go back up by 28 points with this point after. It's up. It's good. We'll tell you about that Smoothie King scoring drive after this. Bearcats up 42-14. Back after this. This is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
I'm Brett Brown, and when I want fireworks, there is only one place I go, and that is Family Fireworks. Family Fireworks supports all Rustin I activities. John, Barbara, Jim, Jennifer, and Philip Ford are all Rustin I graduates. Family Fireworks is located at 116 UPS Road off Highway 33 in Ruston. We are the tent in the back. Just like you celebrate Bearcat and Lady Bearcat victories, come celebrate your firework holidays with us. We have been making memories for over 20 years. Come have fun with Family Fireworks. Ford Family says go big Ruston.
Firmly founded in 19...
Let's take a Southern States equipment call down to the sidelines to Toby Nations. And Toby, boy, Dalen Powell is a good running back.
Yeah, and I tell you what, the offensive line did a great job. He was just able to see the hole and make the cutback. And, they're playing really physical up front tonight. So just, you got to tip your hat to the Rustin offensive line.
Now you got to see what kind of coverage you have on this kick.
Ramos kicks this to the 22-yard line. It's fielded and coming back towards the middle. And I think that's Ham again. He'll go up to the 35, close to the 40-yard line.
Well, Ham went to give the hand to fake the handoff, and there was no one to fake the handoff to, so he turned it up middle, and I think still has more yards than what the Bearcats want to give up on a kickoff.
So first down and 10, ball at the 38-yard line. 9:30 left to go here in the Ponchatoula's Log Cabin third quarter. Bearcats up 42-14. Shotgun set for Reyes, 2 receivers to each side. He'll drop back to throw. Chased out of the pocket, rolls to his right. Looks downfield, fires another complete pass to Anders. He'll be tackled in Bearcat territory at the 44-yard line of Ruston, and it'll be a first down pickup on the play.
A good job of holding on the football by Anders. Darius Woods on the tackle for the Bearcats.
Shotgun set again. Reyes hands it off up the middle to Ham. 1-yard pickup on the play. One of the things that was happening in that earlier in the first half, Nick Brown, the center to quarterback shotgun snap was not looking very good. They've clearly gotten a little more comfortable. I'm talking, of course, about the offense for Midland. Reyes back to throw. Checks downfield. Looking to go underneath and just
Well, they threw it to an ineligible lineman, number 1. Number 2, there was holding that was not called against the Bearcats, and now we're going to get a roughing the passer probably against the Bearcats.
I actually think this is going to be intentional grounding.
Okay, I think it should be through 77 or 74.
Yeah, because it was in the vicinity of a lineman, and there's nobody there for that. So we'll just double-check and make sure he threw it. Let's see. Yep, intentional grounding. That'll go against Reyes, and so that's a big-time drive killer.
Interesting about that, if you're watching on the Bearcat Nation Network or listening on Q94, you can't hear the ref mic. So at halftime, I went into the press box. All the Alvarado coaches are here, and I said, you guys are having trouble with your ref mic. I said, I can tell you what's wrong. I'll finish this story a little later.
Reyes back to throw on 3rd down and a mile. And has a man, and the ball is incomplete. Thrown down the far sideline.
We dodged a bullet on that one, Kyle. That was the receiver got open on the route, and it was a good throw. But anyway, and I said, I think I know I can help you. So I went and told them, and they called their assistant principal up to the press box. And so we'll see if we can get their ref mics working for them this next week.
So Dalen Powell back to return, standing near his own 30-yard line. That incomplete did stop the clock at 8:42 here in the third quarter.
They get a delay of game, Kyle. Game clock down to 1.
Punt is up. Powell calling for the fair catch. Fields it at the 26-yard line. And it'll be 1st down and 10 Bearcats to start this next drive here this evening. Let's take a quick look, if we can, at the previous Smoothie King scoring drive for the Ruston Bearcats. That one started at their own 49-yard line, and it went 56 yards, and it was capped off by a nice touchdown run by Dalen Powell for the Ruston Bearcats of 34 yards away. And so far, Powell tonight, see if we can pull up some stats for you. Dalen Powell rushing. Unofficially, he has 147 yards on 15 carries.
Freeman in at back at the running back position now, Kyle.
Hartwell still in the quarterback. Toss to Freeman. Freeman going to get 3 yards to the 30-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 7. This is where, Nick Brown, we may start to see them sort of subbing out some of the some of the starters kind of gradually. I'm sure we may see maybe a little bit more of Ahmad Hudson on the field. Hartwell probably has another drive left, certainly if he can march down the field and score here. Second down and 8, ball at the 29. Triple option, and it's a toss to Freeman. Freeman cuts back up past the 35 to the 39-yard line. That's a 9-yard pickup. It'll bring up a first down.
Freeman just lowered his shoulder, ran over some of the Midland defenders. Good burst of speed out of the back.
First down and 10, ball at the 40-yard line. I formation, twin receivers far side. Nice option. Another toss to Freeman. Freeman will get 3 yards on the play to the 43-yard line. Second down and 7 coming up. Let's take it. Gets to the 47-yard line. Third down and a manageable 3 yards coming up for the Bearcat offense.
Very manageable. You're going to see a lot of the ball on the ground with a big lead, and may not go to the air very much in this one.
Again, we'll be back in action next Friday night for the final non-district matchup of the season as the Bearcats travel to Longview to take on the Stephenville Jackets. 2 receivers near side. Third down and 3. Hartwell back to throw. Steps up, way overthrows his intended target.
I believe on that route there was a miscommunication. We've had that a couple of times tonight, Kyle, because the receiver took a short route turn on a hitch. It looked like it was more supposed to be a hitch and go, and so therefore the overthrow, and Bearcats now forced to punt here.
I think this is Rustin's second punt of the night because they pinned him deep towards the end of the first half. So punt number 2 for Joaquin Ramos here tonight. And Brown back to return. And a penalty marker thrown. They'll call a false start on the offense, and so this will back it up from 4th and 4 to 4th and 9. So now it remains 4th down. Oh, the snap bobbled by Ramos.
He had time to get the punt off that one. You're going to look over, you're going to flip it to, is that going to be?
They'll call it an incomplete shovel pass intended for Lander Smith.
Now, I think Ramos, of course, didn't have, it happens to you. I think he had time to get the punt off, and that's where they're going to show him when they watch that one on video. You used to say film, but when they watch that one on video again, they're going to say, look right here at a punt. That's one of the very few special teams mistakes that we've had, especially out of Ramos. Been kicking the ball extremely well, but that one unfortunate. And now Midland's got the ball with great field position.
So first down and 10, ball at the Ruston 41-yard line after the incomplete pass. It was, again, just a little bobble on the long snap to Ramos, unable to haul it in, and I don't think he realized, like you said, Nick Brown, just how much time that he had to possibly punt that one away. Reyes back to throw. He's going to look to go deep, steps up in the pocket. Reyes throws off his back foot, but he's got a man, and it is incomplete. No flags are thrown. That was intended for Jermaine Laster. But I tell you what, that was close.
Well, it's almost like, I believe that was Cam Dean on the coverage. It's like he's almost beat out of position, then closing quick at the last minute, looking for the INT. Bearcats dodge a bullet on that one, but really impressed with the quarterback's arm here in the second half.
Reyes again. He'll be chased down, and he's sacked on the play. And if that's Rakeem Potts, no, that time it's Keegan Goldsmith on the sack. That's the third one of the night for the Bearcats.
5'7" Terra is Keegan Goldsmith. I'm going to tell you. Don't tell me good things don't come in small packages. 5'7", but he plays much larger than that on the field.
So third down and long. Here in the Ponchatoula's Log Cabin third quarter, it's a draw up the middle, and Mackenzie Rogers has some space. He's going to be close.
They went right to a gap. There's a big coverage, a big we were off the ball so far, was able to exploit that, and that good just knowing where the hole is. That was a good pickup for Midland.
I say close. I was looking at the wrong
you
down
were,
and distant marker.
That's okay. I was as well.
Yeah, it was 3rd down and very long. But now it's a 4th down and 8 situation. You got a quarterback that's got a good arm. Toby Nations, if you're Midland, what are you doing here?
Hey, I mean, I would throw it deep. I mean, it seems like that's where they've had their most luck at, trying to beat us over the top.
4th down and 6. Reyes back up, steps up in the pocket, throws downfield, has a man, incomplete. And no flag thrown, and I believe on the coverage for the Bearcats, Trendon Moore.
Yeah, that was Trendon Moore, but when Reyes looks back and they watch it, he's going to say, you know what, I probably could have ran. Toby, what did you see? Could he have run for the first down?
Yeah, he could have ran for the first down. I just don't think he's real comfortable doing it. But, we just got to do a little better job covering in the back end.
Calls to Toby Nations on the sideline are brought to you by Southern States Equipment. Again, thanks to all of our sponsors, and we'll go through them one by one here very shortly tonight. 1st down and 10 for the Bearcats after the turnover on downs. They have the ball at their own 38-yard line. Shotgun set. Dalen Powell does check back in. Hartwell hands it off. No, keeps it himself on the run option. Near side pickup for a 1st down and tackled out of bounds. That was close to a little bit of a late hit out of bounds, but I actually like the no flag there, but could have made a case that could have stopped the tackle well short of the chalk and still brought Hartwell down. 1st down and 10 after the run, quarterback keeper. Ball at the 47-yard line. Rustin leads 42-14. Powell bounces to the outside. 30, 25, 20. Still on his feet. 15. Tackled inside the 15 to the 13-yard line.
Really don't see how he does that. What a great move around the 19. I thought they were going to take him down, take him out of bounds. He cuts back, stiff arm, forearm, whatever he does, and picks up extra yards.
So 1st down and 10. They mark it at the 14-yard line. Great run by Dalen Powell. The carry was over 30 yards on the play. I formation, 1 receiver, 2 each side. Hudson, the tight end, goes in motion. Now comes back to the near side. 5 seconds on the play clock. Hartwell takes the snap. Hands it off to his fullback, Lander Smith. Not much room there. 4:15 to go in the Ponchatoula's Log Cabin 3rd quarter. Rustin up 42-14 back in the red zone. Scoreboard brought to you by Robert Temple State Farm.
You have a Bearcat down on the field. Going to check that out and see who that is. We're going to take a break. You're listening to Bearcat Football on Q94.1 and watching on the BearcatNationNetwork.com. We'll be right back after this break.
Firmly founded in 1936, Pierce Lumber has been Ruston's hometown tradition for nearly 90 years. As your local Ace Hardware dealer, we're your headquarters for Bearcat tailgates, with Big Green Eggs, Traeger grills, Turtle Box speakers, Yeti coolers, meat church and hardcore carnivore seasonings, along with all the cooking gear you need to keep the grill hot and the drinks ice cold. From kickoff to the final whistle, we've got everything you need to make game day unforgettable. Pierce Lumber, friendly service, quality products, and proud supporters of the Bearcats.
Building a life is different for everyone because everyone is different. That's why State Farm is there. Contact local agent Skip Russell for a quote today.
Is that Nicholas Hawk? Ted Stadium and on the campus of Alvarado Junior High School. You did not hear that incorrectly. The high school was rebuilt a few miles away from here, but they kept the very nice football stadium here. 2nd down and 8. We think that is Hawk, the offensive lineman, who's being helped over to the training table currently. And now a timeout taken. I believe this was taken by Midland, and we will take this one as well. Rustin up 42-14, 3:39 left to go in the third quarter. Back after this, you're listening to Bearcat Football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Headquartered in Ruston, Louisiana, Hunt Forest Products manufactures a variety of plywood lumber and other specialty wood products to meet a wide variety of building and manufacturing needs. Hunt Forest Products is family-owned and operated, practices sustainable forestry, and provides more than 400 Louisiana jobs. Hunt Forest Products is a proud supporter of the Bearcat football program.
Hunter Smith, class of 1999, and Josh Beckham, class of 2006, are firmly founded. Contact us for two Bearcats who will be a trusted advisor in your next sell or purchase of recreational, investment, or hunting property. Go Cats!
Like life, injury and sport go hand in hand. When injury has you sidelined, there's one name above the rest. That's Johnson.
Both tight ends motion to the near side. Now Hartwell, he'll keep it himself. Far side to the 10. Sam Hartwell untouched into the end zone for a Bearcat touchdown. 48-14 as we await the extra point here in the late in the third quarter.
Yeah, just keep them honest on that one. He did. They've been keying in on keying in on Powell, and so on that one, boy, a great run by Hartwell. Just kept it himself, took it around, and a race to the pylon, and he got in.
So now we await the extra point for the Bearcats. Sam Hartwell gets in for the score on second down. Ramos for the point after. Kick is up, almost blocked, but it is good. 3:33 left to go in the Ponchatoula's Log Cabin third quarter. Rustin 49, Midland 14. Back after this, you're listening to Bearcat Football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Like life, injury and sport go hand in hand. When injury has you sidelined, there's one name above the rest. That's Johnson Physical Therapy.
Went on a journey.
King scoring drive coming up for you very shortly here as the Bearcats now lead 49-14. That scoring drive went 63 yards for the Ruston Bearcats, capped off by a 13-yard touchdown by junior quarterback Sam Hartwell. Beautiful play design, went to the far side, completely untouched. And now Ruston with a 49-14 lead. Ramos to kick it away. Beautiful long kick, fielded at the 2-yard line. And it'll be another handoff on special teams to Nick Moore. Moore on the near side and tackled around the 30-yard line. It'll be first down and 10. Let's take a Southern States equipment call to the sideline down to Toby Nations.
Yeah, just a good job by Sam Hartwell of reading that defensive end. I mean, they're keying in on Powell, just like Nick Brown said. He did a good job of pulling that ball and taking it to the pylon.
So first down and 10, ball at the 31-yard line for Midland. Bearcats lead 49-14, well on their way to a 4-0 start to this season. First and 10, ball at the 31. Reyes from the gun, 3-receiver set. Hands it off to Ham, and we have looked like there was a penalty marker thrown rather.
I saw it as well, but I couldn't tell. Maybe it was a towel. It looked like it was thrown, but nothing.
Yeah.
No yellow on the green, or
I'm not crazy.
I saw it as well. Maybe it was a 4.5-hour drive over.
Nope, there was a flag. Okay, we're not crazy. Well, we might be, but not because of that. So the penalty is declined, brings up second down. It's a hold on the offense. And I think Ball declined that just to keep the clock moving. So shotgun formation, 3-receiver set. Hayesham stands in the backfield. Handoff up the middle to Ham. Just a yard or two on the play to the 34. And 3rd and 7 is coming up for the Rebels.
And this is a game that Midland had circled, really thought they had a chance of beating the Bearcats. And I think that you go to the tempo. That's how this one started last year. The game last year was Eric Hill with a pick six, and a pick six here tonight. Been all Bearcats. A couple of letdowns a couple of times, but
I'll still be interested, I know you are too, to hear what Jared Boss says in the postgame show, because I know he's going to be thinking a lot about some of the ways that some drives sputtered, some of the onside, some of the special teams things that he's going to have to work on. But obviously, I mean, this is a great, and right over the middle to Caden Ellis, and he's going to take it all the way, 66 yards for the touchdown over the middle, and that route has been open tonight for the Rebels. Let's go down to Toby Nations.
Yeah, I mean, hey, he just did a good job right there on the slant, hit him right where he could run, and there wasn't nothing but green grass in front of him.
no, and I think that's going to be the ultimate concern. You look at the scoreboard, and it's always you want to get better. We saw that at Cabot when we had Coach Ball up after the game on that one, and that's what he does as head coach, come out and say, what can we do better? And we have been giving up the long pass tonight. And on 3rd down, was that 3rd down?
Kick up, extra point is up, and it is good.
Kyle's been keeping up with that. I think it's the 3rd down Achilles heel.
2:05 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Ruston 49, Midland 21. From the Robert Temple State Farm scoreboard, we'll take a quick break. Back after this, this is Bearcat Football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
When on a journey towards the best dentistry with exceptional care, you need travel no further than the heart of Ruston. There you will find the team behind Johnston & Murphy Dental Care. It's a goal built on the tradition of excellence established more than 60 years ago, a legacy in superior dental care. It's a journey worth taking and one we're proud to make with you. Come experience the best dentistry and exceptional customer service. Johnston & Murphy Dental Care, where every smile has a story.
Well, I guess if you're Midland guys, they're going to most likely go for an onside kick here. Bearcats do have the hands team up near the front. Again, it's the same thing we've seen a lot. Jack Perez and Steven Verastegi.
Well, last time it was 47 kicking, and so let's see, there's the little pooch. They've changed it up a little bit.
And this time it is fielded cleanly by the Bearcats to the 35-yard line on the return. Hunter Soto brings that one. It'll be 1st down and 10.
Did change it up. That is one thing about it. The right foot, left foot, that one a little pooch trying to catch the Bearcats off guard, but Hunter Soto did a great job of fielding that one. Bearcats with the ball on the 35-yard line. Hartwell back in, still in at quarterback. Really a lot of these guys, Kyle.
2:03 left to go here in the Ponchatoula's Log Cabin 3rd quarter. Rustin up 49-21. Shotgun set, trips near side. Designed run for the quarterback. Near side to the 40. Spins ahead past the 45. That'll be a 1st down pickup. 1st and 10 to the Midland 46-yard line. And Jeremiah Freeman now a little slow to get up. And you hate to see that because Bearcats are real thin at running back.
The running back room is, we spoke with Todd DeMoss earlier today, talked about Davis. DeMoss, his son, out with an ankle injury. Happened over at the Longview game on that Thursday night, so he missed last week's game. And now Freeman hobbling just a bit, so he'll be back to Powell. Now, I'm going to tell you, Toby Nations and I have been out to the 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade game, and we got a lot of good running backs in Ruston football.
Shotgun formation. Quarterback keeper for Hartwell. New running back Cole Gray. Hartwell past midfield, and he'll be tackled at the 49-yard line. Stays in bounds. Cole Gray, a junior running back for Ruston. Just over a minute to go here in the Ponchatoula's Log Cabin 3rd quarter before we head to the Pierce Lumber 4th quarter. Bearcats up 49-21. 2nd down and 6. Ball at the Midland 49-yard line. Freeman getting looked at over at the training bench. Got his first touchdown of the season earlier tonight. Shotgun set, trips near side. Hartwell goes up top to Ahmad Hudson, and his forward progress will have him at the 46-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play.
Pass was a little high. Of course, Ahmad did a great job bringing that one in. Not many receivers could have caught that one, but I think it really delayed his ability to make a move because he had to go up so high to catch it. And, of course, Midland going to key on him, several around him. They're going to keep a lot of guys around number 6.
That ends the third quarter of play over at the Robert Temple State Farm scoreboard. Rustin up 49-21. Back with the fourth quarter after this. This is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Looking for the best bite in Ruston? At Flying Burger, we're serving up fresh made-to-order burgers, hand-battered seafood, crispy fries, and more. All with fast, friendly service. At Flying Burger, we grind our meat in-house daily, never frozen. We're proud to be voted #1 for burgers and seafood in the area. Flying Burger is locally owned and operated by Ruston High alum and 1982 state football champion Scott Braswell. Whether you're grabbing lunch, dinner, or feeding your Friday night football crew, do it with Flying Burger. Argent Financial Group, with over 30 years of providing wealth and asset management services to residents of Lincoln Parish, proudly support youth athletics and the Ruston Bearcats. Argent Financial Group, with over 30 years of providing wealth and asset management services to residents of Lincoln Parish, proudly support youth athletics and the Ruston Bearcats.
No one can predict the future, but there are preventative measures to ensure our properties, belongings, and families are protected. At Provision Security, this is what we do.
3, handoff, and that's Cole Gray getting the first down pickup. He'll get about 4 yards on the play. And a fresh set of downs for the Bearcats here in the Pierce Lumber fourth quarter.
Good job by, coming in, next man up. You got to do that to Dante Powell. Give him a little, Dalen Powell. Dante not going to run the football for the Bearcats tonight. He went to Jonesboro Hodge. But Dalen, give him a break, and Cole Gray picking up the first down for the Bearcats.
So first down and 10. Shotgun set. Hartwell was limping a little bit there towards the end of the third quarter. Handoff near side, and that's going to be a first down pickup for Gray. If he doesn't have the first, it's going to be very close. That does move the chains. "11 minutes left to play. Since 1936, Pierce Lumber Company has served North Louisiana with quality building products and paint. Pierce Lumber Company, 1032 Burgessfield Road in Ruston. Go Bearcats from the Pierce Lumber Company. Handoff up the middle, and just nowhere for Powell to go. Probably just the second loss yardage for Dalen Powell of the night.
It is. The other one earlier, like a 1-yard loss, and then that one, they just read it well, did the Rebels. And that was Ben Cano, senior defensive lineman for Midland.
So second down and 15. All of Ruston's starters are still on the field on offense. Shotgun set, and it's a handoff. Up the middle. About a 4-yard pickup on the play for Cole Gray. Third down and 11. Rustin up 49-21. 9:45 left to play on the Robert Temple State Farm scoreboard here in the Pierce Lumber Company fourth quarter. Shotgun formation. Hartwell puts Gray in motion, empties the backfield. Looks downfield, and he'll keep it himself. Hartwell to the 30. Gets 3 on the play.
It's real easy right now, Kyle, because probably not going to throw a pass here like with the offensive play call from Earl Griffin, because now you're just keying on the running backs. I think maybe you had Gray out of the backfield just a little bit for a swing pass.
So 4th down and 9, ball at the 31-yard line.
We're going to try a field goal. Peyton Nation's out. You know, we haven't talked about the holder enough. Done a very good job.
This is going to be a 48-yard field goal attempt for Joaquin Ramos. Ramos, of course, had the game winner last week against the Longview Lobos. Hit that one from 20 yards out. And looks like somebody might have flinched, or it's a delay of game.
If you back that one up, I don't think 53, they're going to change. You know, last time we had the miscue on the punt, so Bearcats have to be careful here.
So no more attempt at a field goal. Clock is running. And so now the Bearcats, appears that they're going to bring the punt team out.
But I don't see the punter.
This might be a short rugby-style punt for Cade Kelly.
There's nobody back there.
Wow.
What a miscue. Now just fall on it. I was watching, and I saw the defense. I saw Miles Brown. I know he's on a protective, one of the blockers for the punt team, and no one noticed that the punter was not out there. So that is going to drive head coach Jared Ball and all our special teams coaches crazy. The memo did not get relayed to Ramos that we were going to punt, but we were not going to go for it after that, but there's a flag on the play.
They're waving the flag off. So it's 1st down and 10 for Midland. And the ball now is at the Bearcat 31-yard line.
And that's one you're going to want because you look and there's nobody back there, and the Bearcats still snap the ball, and also, just didn't relay it. So miscommunication on the Bearcats have led great field position for Midland here. 49-21 your score. 8 minutes remaining here in the ball game.
Shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers for Reyes. Reyes goes on an out route looking to the near side for a wheel route.
Wheel route, easy to say, the old wheel route. But anyway.
It's not easy to say.
I will tell you what, though, you look at a lot of miscommunication here in the 4th quarter because Reyes was looking at his receiver like, I had you. What were you doing? Look for the ball.
So now 2nd down and 10. Does stop the clock at the 8-minute mark here of the Pierce Lumber Company 4th quarter. Rustin leads 49-21. Score is always brought to you by Robert Temple State Farm. Hand off to Ham. He'll bounce to the near side. He gets into the secondary, and they'll say that he was tackled inbound, so the clock will keep moving. It's going to be close to a 1st down. I'm not sure if he'll have it or not. He's very close. It's going to be 3rd and just shy of 1. Reyes back to throw. Over the top. Caught by Anders. And that's complete for a 1st down. It's 1st and goal for Midland inside the Bearcat 10-yard line. Going back and looking earlier in this game, Rustin was up 35-0. And since then, Midland has outscored the Bearcats 21-14 and now have the chance to add even more points. Reyes back to throw. So that's incomplete. Now, we'll say something happened because they actually Anders caught the ball. It was a 1st down, but then they brought it back to 4th and 1, and now it's a turnover on down. So I'm not sure if I missed. Toby Nations, you're down on the sidelines. Did you see anything differently than us?
I'm still trying to get over the 7-year-old T-ball incident that we just had on the attempted punt. The kids are just looking to give Coach Ball something to grind them on. And when I tell you that was ugly, that was just ugly. There's no easy way to say it, and I'm not going to hide it. It didn't look right, it didn't smell right, and it wasn't right.
You got to wake up. You got to wake up and know that. If you're not punting and you have timeouts to use, you have 3 on the clock.
Bit of a busted play there for the Bearcats. Hartwell still able to make about a 6 or 7 yard pickup on the play.
You heard the sound. Walter Moss, the Rustin High band came over. Midland's band did not make the trip. A little 8675309. That song was, my brother was a senior in high school 44 years ago. So I can remind my brother how old he is, but 1981 with a little Jenny.
Able to confirm that Anders did drop the ball. So it's a toss to the far side. That's been Cole Gray there in at tailback. So it's going to be a 2-yard pickup on the play, not quite enough for a first down. 6:40 left to play. Rustin leads 49-21. I want to say thanks to all of our ad sponsors for all of our games this season: J&B Heat, Air and Gutters, Walpole Tires, Louisiana National Bank, Jeremy Owen Shelter Insurance, Gonzalez Restaurant, Fourth Insurance, McKinney Saw and Cycle, Mark Johnson and Sons Plumbing, Dairy Queen, Century Next Bank, Courtesy Auto Group, the Lincoln Parish Journal, Skip Russell State Farm, Patton's Clothing, Carmelone Toyota of Ruston, Bayou Overhead Doors, and Tool City. And off to Gray up the middle. It's about a 1-yard pickup on the play. And at this point, the clock is your best friend, guys. You're just trying to get out of here in a timely manner. And like you guys said at halftime, as we go down to Toby Nations with our Southern States equipment call to the sidelines, all these kids have to be back in school tomorrow, and we still have a 5-hour drive.
Yeah, I mean, my youngest son, he didn't even come to the game. He didn't want to miss football practice, so
good for him.
But everybody else has got to do stuff tomorrow, and you really want to kind of get this thing over with. I'm glad the kids have played pretty hard for the most part, but I can tell you, there's some things they really need to clean up on how to finish a ball game.
And I think that's going to be the frustrating part when we talk to head coach Jared Ball. By the way, guys, it's not all doom and gloom. The principal, Dan Gressa, did say that those that came to the game will have a delayed check-in, third period. Yeah, they did. One of my students up here saying he didn't, so that's not enough. He wanted fourth period. But the third period, so they'll get to school around 9:40, 9:45 in the morning. So that'll be a 7-hour sleep if you get home at 2. Cal keeps adding time to the trip. It's 4 hours and 10 minutes.
3rd down and 4. Ball at the 38-yard line. Handoff to Gray. Gray tries to push the pile. He does fall forward. That second effort might be enough. It's going to be close. They do move the chains. 4:35 left to play. Rustin 49, Midland 21. Bearcats up by 4 touchdowns.
It's one of those games, I think, that if you look, and of course you want to get out of here with a win. That's the most important thing. You're going to move to 4-0 on the season. But is that one where the miscues tonight have really, you got to clean that up?
Near side, Josiah Morgan, and he'll get into Midland territory, but it's not going to be enough for a first. They're actually going to spot the ball closer to the 50-yard line, so not quite on the Rebel side of the 50, but it'll be a good 2nd down and 2. Running out of bounds does stop the clock here in the 4th quarter. I formation, Hartwell with 2 tight ends. Hand off to Smith. Smith gets 3. First down and 10. First down and 10. I formation. 3.5 minutes left to go. Bearcats up 49-21. He'll hand it off again to Gray. Gray goes shoulder pad to shoulder pad with a defender. Gets 1 on the play.
I'd been a positive. Gray coming on. You had Powell's out. You had Freeman get injured earlier. Hadn't seen him back in. No reason to put him back in if he just tweaked an ankle.
So 2nd down and 9. We do anticipate having head coach Jared Ball for our post-game show, and There might still be some paint left on the press box when he's done with the interview. Handoff up the middle. 2-yard gain on the play for Cole Gray. It'll be 3rd down and 7. I formation, Hartwell under center. One receiver on each side. Hartwell back to throw. Over the near side to Hudson. He hauls it in. Does he drag the toe?
Yeah,
No,
I thought he got
does
one
not.
hit. I thought he got 1 foot in, but right in front of
Dan Gressett. He's pointing at the turf saying, I'm pretty sure he got the foot in.
And that's one thing, too, working on that, cleaning it up. Now the Bearcats are coming out to punt. They've got to get this one right. The last 2 punts have been miscues. You had the drop punt, Ramos dropped, and then the incomplete pass. And last time they snapped to the punter that wasn't there. So now Bearcats really need to get this one off.
Good snap. Ramos punts it away. Not a long punt. This is going to go out of bounds around the 26-yard line.
Tad bit of a shankopotamus on that one, but got it off. So
now it's 1st down and 10. Ball is at the 28-yard line. Midland comes back out. Bearcats up 49-21. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers. Reyes hands it off to Ham. He'll come to the near side. Good stiff arm. Gets past the 30 and goes out of bounds.
Moss Brown popped back up, ready to make a tackle after receiving that stiff arm.
And we have a 2-minute timeout.
Correct. We don't want to get sued. It's the trademark for the 2-minute warning of the NFL, so a 2-minute timeout.
Bearcats up 49-21. 2 minutes left to go. Back after this. This is Bearcat Football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Firmly founded in 1936, Pierce Lumber has been your go-to for quality building parts in Ruston and North Louisiana. Located on 1032 Burgessville Road, we carry tools from DeWalt, Milwaukee, Senco, and Ego Power Tools. We're your home for locally sourced lumber and quality building parts. As well as being your local supplier for Benjamin Moore Paint, we offer delivery of our products from our door to yours. Follow us on Facebook or Instagram, and remember, if you're making it, make it with Pierce Lumber.
Around here, family is more.
Shotgun formation, 3 wide receiver set for Reyes here in the late in the 4th quarter. Handoff to Ham. Ham goes up the middle, gets close to the line of scrimmage, and he might have gotten just a bit of a yard there. It'll be 3rd down and long. Bearcats will start the season 4-0. Nick Brown, and as we go down to a Southern States equipment call to the sideline down to Toby Nations. And Toby, that's one of the things that a big positive here for the Bearcats. If you're going to have some of these things that we've seen here in the second half, you'd rather it be on a night like tonight, not during district, and especially certainly not in the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly. Especially, when you have a 4-touchdown lead, when bad things can happen. But, going back to that last drive for the Bearcats, I believe that was, maybe 10 or 11 plays. But, hey, they were able to eat some time off the clock, get a couple of first downs, and were able to punt the ball.
And the Bearcats were able to get quite a few Smoothie King scoring drives together, 6 total, and that's not including the interception return for a touchdown by Jaden Anding, really to begin this football game. And so, again, Rustin had a 35-0 lead at one point in the first half, and since then, Midland has outscored the Bearcats 21-14. But Rustin will get the win here tonight. They'll go 4-0. On the season, as we have just a few seconds remaining here in the Wood Marine broadcast booth. Kyle Roberts alongside Nick Brown. Toby Nations down on the sideline. A timeout taken by Midland Legacy. We'll keep it here in the Wood Marine broadcast booth.
Yeah, I think you guys have both hit on something. Number one, when you can have the miscues that you've done, and we're not being overly critical. There have been some mistakes that you made. It's nice to have mistakes, and you leave here with a win and move to 4-0, up 49-21. But there are some things that are concerning to you. Number one, the running back room has to get healthy. Number two, I didn't think our passing game was as sharp. Still effective tonight, but not as sharp and crisp as it's been. But I think you all want to iron these things out before you get into district play and make that push towards the Superdome once again.
So it will be a punt coming up here for the Rebels. Our postgame show with head coach Jared Ball, sponsored by Bearcat Football Club and Hinton Driving Academy. Punt is away, low line drive. Powell just waves everybody off. And the Bearcats should be able to come out in the victory formation as the ball is down at the Rustin 28-yard line.
I think that was Powell back there. I believe that would have been, was that Jaden Andy? It looked like an 8. I'm going to start bringing binoculars into the press box when we wear the grays.
Well, again, I can't stress enough, I love how the grays look, but as the sun goes down and the lights come on, not quite the contrast that we need to be able to see some of those numbers a little more sharply. Broadcaster's nightmare when the uniforms look great, but they're hard to see for those numbers. Hartwell does come out in the victory formation, puts the knee down, and that is going to do it here from the Wood Marine broadcast booth. The Bearcats get this win tonight, 49-21, start the season 4-0, just like last season, and then in 9 days, they'll come back to Texas for a neutral site contest with Stephenville in Longview, Texas. We'll have our postgame show right after this. You're listening to Bearcat Football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Around here, family is more than just a last name. It's who you show up for. For generations, the Compton family and Arclitex Windows and Doors has stood by this community with honesty, hard work, and a handshake you can trust. Because every window we design, every door we assemble, isn't just about your house. It's about your home. Family owned, community rooted, Arclitex Windows and Doors, a family business built for your family.
Bayou Kubota is a proud sponsor of Bearcat football and a loyal member of the Bearcat Football Club. Visit Bayou Kubota for all your tractor and farm equipment needs. Bayou Kubota, service with a purpose in Ruston, Bossier City, and Monroe.
Headquartered in Ruston, Louisiana, HGA is a full-service project management and engineering services firm providing professional services to clients throughout the U.S. and overseas. HGA builds long-term client relationships by listening to clients, leveraging the experience of its professional team, and delivering on its commitments. HGA is a proud supporter of the Bearcat football program.
Holland Real Estate Group has been serving the commercial real estate needs in Louisiana for over 30 years.
Because your business means everything to you, we know the importance of proper planning and location management. With our extensive knowledge of the area, we're able to create individualized solutions for our clients. We work closely with our community leaders to understand growth in the area. Ensuring successful win-win relationships for our clients is what we do best.
No one can predict the future, but there are preventative measures to ensure our properties, belongings, and families are protected. At Provision Security, this is what we do best. Our team of security professionals install and service the latest technologies in security alarms, access control systems, IP cameras, and much more. We take pride in securing the homes and businesses of North Louisiana. If you're ready to safeguard what matters most, call us at 318-255-1566 for a free quote. Provision Security remains dedicated to protecting your past, present, and future.
Hi, I'm Murphy, and welcome to Tip of the Week. Hunting season will be...
Rustin did get the job done, but I know Coach Ball is going to have a lot of things to say about what he wants to see from this team moving forward.
Yeah, and I think that's a good thing too, Kyle, is it does give Coach Ball things to look at. It does show you mistakes that you make, and there's things that they need to improve on. But it also shows you about some other kids that can step up. The Gray kid coming in at running back did a really, really good job. I mean, I was really impressed with him. Seen him running some JV games, and he's done really well. And, he stepped in for his team when he was the next man up.
Yeah, and really, when you look at the stats, I mean, the Bearcats had a terrific night on the ground. A total of, if I'm seeing this correctly, the Bearcats had 400 yards rushing tonight. I mean, you've got in between Dalen Powell's legs and Sam Hartwell's legs tonight, they both rushed for a combined 314 yards. I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at. But again, I know that the coaching staff, the heart behind this team is to constantly be improving and finding ways to win football games, but to do it in a way where when you're up 35-0 in the first half, Toby, I don't think that you only expected to win 49-21.
That's right. And, these are 15, 16, 17-year-old kids out here.
And we're not picking on them.
No,
we're just,
no, by no means. I mean, it's a tough thing. I mean, you think about it. I mean, they come – how far are we away now, Kyle? 9 hours away from the house. So if we're 9 hours away from the house, they got to get on the bus, and come over here, play a game. It was a short week. And I can tell you that's what I'm really proud of is our community, how they showed up over here in Alvarado, Texas, how Alvarado, Texas here at the junior high helped us, with this, with our fans here. The kids showed up. The community showed up, and it was really good to see from the Bearcat Nation.
Let's take another break. When we come back, we should have head coach Jared Baugh. Rustin wins 49-21 over Midland Lee. Back in 2 minutes. This is Bearcat Football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Hi, I'm Murphy, and welcome to Tip of the Week. Hunting season will be here soon. Is your equipment ready for the backwoods? Whether it's your truck, tractor, four-wheeler, or side-by-side, the right tires make all the difference in rough terrain. At Walpole Tire and Service, we've got the tires you need to keep you moving through mud, brush, and everything in between. Don't get stuck when it matters the most. Stop in and gear up before the season opens. Experience the difference at Walpole Tire and Service in either Ruston or West Monroe.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you. Contact local agent Skip Russell for your personal price plan today.
At GBT, we're more than just a bank. We're part of the community, and we're proud to cheer on Rustin High Athletics.
Whether it's on the field, court, or track, we're excited to stand by our athletes and celebrate their hard work and dedication. With GBT, you're always banking on a winning team. Go Bearcats!
Step into the winner's circle with a John Deere tractor from Goldman Equipment. Shop North and Central Louisiana's largest John Deere dealer. Goldman Equipment. We're not just in your field, we're in your backyard. Thank you for calling Goldman Equipment. How can I help you?
For over 35 years, Brazier
Head coach Jared Baugh, Coach Baugh. We were talking a little bit over the break, but a win's a win. But I know that that's not the kind of competition that you were expecting to see from the Bearcats. Certainly not in the second half.
No, I was pretty disappointed with our play and really execution in a lot of different areas. And really in the first half, I don't know that we were playing particularly well or they were playing that bad. And so we've got a lot of things to clean up. I know people are probably tired of hearing the same story, but if we don't get those things straight and it's a competitive ball game like last week, I think we avoided a lot of those things last week and played a lot better. I know it was a long trip, but we should be used to that stuff by now. I did sense a lack of focus, I think, whenever we got here, and I don't know if the kids feed into an opponent's record or what the case was, but we'll get a chance to look at things tomorrow and talk to the team and hopefully regroup and clean up some of the mistakes we made tonight.
Well, you come out, let's just start right off the bat. You look, last week we had a huge victory with the special teams, and then tonight they just wasn't there, had some miscues, had a bobbled snap, and then a snap to a punter that wasn't there.
Yeah. I've been coaching a long time. I don't know.
We've been broadcasting a long time.
I've never seen that.
I don't know that I've ever seen that, and I was kind of looking at the front and happened to look back, and it was too late by the time I saw that to call a timeout. But, really it's pretty uncharacteristic of what it is that we do, and, pretty disappointed in that. We really got out there to kick a field goal and missed an opportunity to do that, and then put the punt team out there, and then it turns into that. And, I think it's just a lack of focus, and particularly in the second half really is when it kind of snowballed on us, and I think that's just a lack of going in at the half and disregarding what the score is, disregarding what things have happened in the first half, and coming back and being focused on what it is we need to take care of. And we just didn't do that.
Well, you also look at it, too, and I'm going to look at the positives here. Number one, you get the victory. You moved to 4-0, and he said it, a win's a win. Y'all went through that. But I think there's a point when you get up 35-0, that's a good – I mean, let me say this a different way. That's a good problem to have if you're up 35-0 when you lose focus.
Yeah, I mean, but you look at the reasons why that we were, and they played like horribly at the beginning of the ball game. When we jump out there, it's really eerily similar to the ball game last year. We pick a ball off and run it in, and then, you had a negative yard punt for them at some point, and then so things kind of snowballed on them early on. I thought they recovered and played better as the ball game went on, and it went the other way for us. And so I'm not so sure that we just didn't take advantage of some miscues on their part early in the game that put us out there, and then it's like we just wanted to coast from there. And it's really kind of how the ball game went last year. I think we jumped out to a pretty good lead and then thought we were going to get on cruise control. I thought their kids continued to play hard throughout the ball game, and we just got to do a better job of staying focused on what we need to take care of, regardless of how good or bad the other team's playing.
Coach, the running game tonight for the Bearcats looked really good. I mean, you had between Dalen Powell and Sam Hartwell, both those kids combined for almost 320 yards on the ground. So obviously positives that we do know that the Bearcat backfield, hopefully not too banged up at this point, but the Bearcat backfield definitely got the job done tonight.
Yeah, and that's I don't mean for it to sound all negative. I think there were some positives, and that's what I told the kids after the game is we want to take those positives and build on those, and then some of this stuff we've got to clean up because it's going to bite us in the long run whenever we're playing a really competitive ball game. I mean, you look at some of these mistakes. If you take those and put them in the ball game last week, then I mean, it's a horrible deal.
Well, you look at it, running back room pretty banged up. Davis DeMoss. You look at Freeman. I'm not sure what the status of he is. So where do you go forward with your team from now? What's the schedule going to look like as we prepare for next week's game?
Yeah, Coach Brister will evaluate those guys here after the game, and then look at them again in the morning. And then if we need to refer them to a doctor to get looked at, then he'll do that tomorrow. Hopefully it doesn't take that. Hopefully it's just some sprained ankles and that kind of thing. And, Davis, I think he's a high ankle sprain is what his issue was. And he got out and practiced some this week, but he just wasn't comfortable with it, so we held him. And then it was unfortunate to see Jeremiah go down. And, I mean, we're going to need to steady up some spots in there at running back. And, I saw Sam Hartwell limp around a little bit. Looked like he had a little gimp to his walk. And so we'll check all those things out. Coach Brister does a really good job evaluating those guys and getting them to a doctor if that's what they need. But some of them probably just need some ice and some break. And I think this week playing an early ball game, they won't have practice after school tomorrow. We'll get a Saturday off. They're off on Sunday, so we'll have a little bit long break. They can get some treatment and hopefully regroup to come back on Monday.
Coach,
ready to go.
Yeah, we appreciate you as always. Hey, 4-0. Congrats again on the win here tonight. We appreciate you as always coming up and visiting with us in the booth. We'll wrap it up from here in Alvarado, Texas here very shortly. Ruston wins 49-21. Back after this is Bearcat Football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
For over 35 years, Brazier Group Real Estate has been cheering right alongside you. We're proud to be your hometown real estate agents, locally owned right here in downtown Ruston. Our agents don't just sell homes. We live here, we work here, and we support the community we love. Voted best of Lincoln Parish every single year since we opened. Brazier Group is the team you can count on when it's time to buy or sell. So from kickoff to closing, go Bearcats! And remember, Brazier Group Real Estate, your hometown real estate agents.
Louisiana National Bank is the official bank of Ruston High Athletics. As a proud community partner and supporter of local education, we're excited to cheer on the Bearcats. Experience uncommon banking today at Louisiana National Bank. To learn more, visit ln.bank.
I live in Ruston. It's where I went to school and raised my boys. Now with 2 grandsons and another grandbaby on the way, this community means more than ever. I have a passion for serving families across Northeast Louisiana. Whether buying or selling, it's about helping people find the place they'll call home. Because when it comes to finding a home, I treat your
They start the season 4-0. So I want to say thanks to head coach Jared Baugh. Thanks to everybody with Q94.1 and the Bearcat Nation Network. And, of course, thanks to all of you for listening and our advertisers. Without you, there is no broadcast. And it's always good to be able to get a victory. And certainly, even if it was not a very pretty one, the Bearcats still starting 4-0 on this season. They'll be off for 8 days. They'll be back in action next Friday night, taking on Stephenville in Longview, Texas. And then after that, 3 out of the next 5 games will be at home, and a lot of people I know will be excited to be back at the Hoss. So a special thanks to Jared Baugh, to Toby Nations, Matthew Carswell, Travis Cannon, and Nick Brown. I'm Kyle Roberts saying good night, everybody. Bearcats win 49-21. See you in 8 days on the Bearcat Nation Network.